1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna turn the music down there. Alright, looks like everything's coming in pretty fucking smooth. Pretty fucking cool. Alright, I hope you boys are ready for the true era of slop, which is about to arrive. I don't even got a fucking fade out. This is truly, we are in slop hours right now, folks. Welcome. I didn't play a game for Halloween last week like I was supposed to. Because I am incompetent. Welcome to the Halloween Hangover. This is where we line up for slop like the pigs we are. English is my first language and only language. I can speak it well. Me speak English good. Me no fail English. That unpossible. So, let's get this set up here, because this is going to be absolute fucking jank. Alright, who's ready for the true jank? Bam, there we go. Yeah, we're doing display capture today. Yeah! Who's ready for some true garbage? Alright, so I don't even have my phone on me. Oh, wait a minute. Let's make this live chat. There we go. Welcome Dave. Welcome Bob. Welcome Default. Welcome Zyno. This is the slop stream. So today, what we're going to do, because I am over Halloween. It's over. It's all done, everyone. It's fucked. You speak English well. X to doubt. Alright, fucking whatever. Oh, actually, I swear to God I've told you this before, Dave. But you wanna know, the funniest part of that press X to doubt, from LA Noire? The best part is, that's actually not the intended use of what that button was supposed to mean. In the original, vision of LA Noire, or I think the original demo, but no one got it, it wasn't press X to doubt, it was, X would be to press. So the idea is what you were doing, or what Cole Phelps was doing by hitting the X button, was trying to, pressure for more information and clarification on it. Which is why, when you get to the finish game and it says doubt, you think, oh, he's just gonna be like, yeah, sure, okay, whatever there. But no, in the game he just fucking loses his shit. No, dude, Halloween 2025 is over. That just means we can prepare for Halloween 2026. Unironically, I do have a video plan, a proper video plan, since this year was more or less just a filler video between the inevitable Silent Hill F review, which is, oh boy, that's gonna be at least 3 recorded playthroughs of a 10-hour game, so it's gonna be a fucking process. But no, dude, the tall boys are for me. Fair. No, today's serious. Today is 3 Red Bulls, because we're serious boys. This is a serious topic. If I'm not mistaken, the original release to LA Noire used press, while later reports changed it to doubt. No, it was, the actual initial release, unfortunately, was doubt, but the original intent was press, and I could be forgetting why they changed it, but I think it was early playtesting. People didn't understand what press meant at all, so they changed it to doubt to be something that could be quote-unquote understandable. But when the game comes out for, the general audience, it just starts, fucking no one understands what any of that shit means, because when you hit doubt, Phelps just fucking loses his shit on everybody. Hey dude, it's Anna. My old account got disabled on Discord, so I made a new one. I didn't ghost you, don't worry. Hope all is well. Oh, it's going alright. How you doing? Welcome back. We are doing the slop stream today. So, I should actually describe what we're doing instead of being lazy. This is the horror characters tier list maker. So, a YouTube channel that I follow. For sure then, I'll take your word on it. I'm surprised how forgetful LA Noire was overall. LA Noire, I think, there's great things in LA Noire, but for the most part, I think it is just a failed point and click adventure game, which kind of sucks. But what are you gonna do? But, for the most part, actually, you know what, screw it. Zano brought up Halloween 2026. Before we, get in here, let's, all stupid shitposting story? No. Dave, we have to shitpost. We have to keep shitposting. It's so serious that you need to make me angry with how much you're shitposting. You have to infuriate me, enrage me. Could you post the Discord here again? Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that in a little bit here. But, okay, 2026 plans. Let's get this out of the way quick. I don't know if I'll get it done this year for the end of the year, but I'll try. But next video I want to do is like a more demanding Silent Hill F video, since I am thoroughly impressed with that game, and I'm not gonna say we're so back, but I'm shocked that they fucking did it at all. So that's gonna be the next video. After that, honestly, what I want to do is a compare and contrast of Doom Eternal and Doom the Dark Ages, and basically do like a comparative review where it's like, why do both of these in different ways fail to live up to 2016, which seems to have this like universal praise, whereas Eternal still has a pretty dedicated fan base, but it is a little more mixed. And then Dark Ages just fell off the fucking map right away. So it's like, why did both of these fail to get to... Why are both of these failing to reach an audience that 2016 successfully grasped? And, like, what's the missing formula? Because they both, like... I don't think either of them is bad. Like, I actually think Doom Eternal is, like, quite a good game, but... I think both of them fail to capture the core appeal of 2016 in, like, very different ways, in, like, very opposite ways. So I think a compare or contrast review of both those would be kind of interesting. Then after that, I want to do a bit, probably for Halloween, since, obviously, like, my videos come out at a snail's fucking pace if they come out at all. For Halloween 2026, I want to do a full series review, probably, like, it's probably going to be like upwards of a 2-hour video, but I'm going to do a full series review of Fatal Frame, and do every Fatal Frame game from 1 to 5, and probably the 2 remake as well. If the Doom video, if you can pull it off, I want to do the Doom video. I want to do that one, because I haven't done like a proper first-person shooter review in a long fucking time. And I think it's like, you know, that is how this channel started. I think I've been, like, neglecting it for horror autism bullshit, which is my bread and butter, but I think I've been neglecting doing, like, actual first-person shooter shit for way too long. And, like, I think doing nothing for Dark Ages was kind of a mistake. But, the big thing is... the maybe category is, should I do the critique of the Silent Hill 2 remake? If I do it, that's going to be a very big undertaking, so, I don't know, like, I guess the Doom one would have to be sacrificed or pushed back a little bit, but I also thought, like, do I want to do the 2 remake review? Because that requires not only playing it again, but, like, playing it in depth again? And I don't know if I want to. And it's like, I have a lot of thoughts and things to say on it, and I could probably make like a decently like 30 to 45 minute like critique of the Silent Hill 2 remake, like something like decently long, but I think it would kind of fall into the same category of the Silent Hill 4 video, where it's like, there's a lot in it I can respect, but it really just boils down to is, it keeps doing things against taste, and doing some blatantly stupid game design decisions. More Doom videos would be cool. I think just more first-person shooter stuff in general, so that's basically how the channel started, was just reviewing, like, Wolfenstein and Serious Sam and shit. F in-depth. I don't know if I'll do another in-depth, honestly. Maybe. I don't know if I'd do a Silent Hill F in-depth. I'm trying to think, it's like, if I ever did an in-depth live stream with a scripted video at the end, which one would I do? I actually don't know. I think it depends. I mean, Signalis is the obvious pick right off the top of my head, since that game, it's short, it's sweet, you can clear it in like 5 hours once you know what you're doing, so it's like kind of ideal for the in-depth format, since like it's just easier on the production side. But the thing is, like, with Silent Hill, it's like, with the in-depth stuff, it's like, there's generally, like, the Silent Hill games can be kinda, I got hair in my mouth, gross. But the Silent Hill games can be, like, especially Silent Hill 1 and now Silent Hill F, their presentation can be pretty out there. I still think, like, for the most part, Silent Hill games are not exactly subtle. They're very in your face once you know what you're looking for. It's just the presentation is very out there. So it, like, works for in-depth. Whereas Signalis is, like, way, way further out there. So it's like, you gotta do a lot of, like, leaping with Signalis. Where, with Silent Hill, I feel like it is more direct. Even with the abstract ones, like the first game in F. Heard Signalis is good. Signalis is awesome. Cannot recommend that game enough. I gotta finish my Signalis run on max difficulty. I haven't even attempted it. I wanted to play the Cat Lady again for old time's sake, but I forgot to get my computer working again, but I love that game. I love the Cat Lady too, and if you don't remember, I made a video on the Cat Lady. Honestly, streaming the REM games might be fun, just because, like, they have this very, like, goofy charm to them, so that might be a fun stream. Speaking of streams, let's stop delaying. So, there's a channel on YouTube called Debunk File that I like, who does, like, they just do, like, a variety of, like, spooky internet bullshit. It's too bad, but the inventory limit is annoying. I see that they went for, like, a Resident Evil thing in Signalis. I don't know. I don't know. I am of two minds on it. If I ever did the in-depth, I could probably do, like, an actual review of it. Signalis requires too much homework for me to understand the lore. That is kind of the issue with Signalis, storytelling-wise. We do have the entire Hellraiser catalog in my back pocket. Oh, wait, speaking of Hellraiser. I need to at least check out the game and see if that's worthy of a video. The upcoming Hellraiser single-player game? Dude, fuck yeah. But, the channel Debunk File, they recently just did a slop stream similar to this, where they did a horror character tier list. And there's a lot. We got a lot of guys to rank here. So I'm going to do something real important. I am going to put in, let's see, how do I add a layer? Because there's going to be a real important row. Trying to type around my microphone is not great, but... Oh. Judge Holden. Yeah, we got Judge Holden there. We got a lot of guys there. Blood Meridian's a good book. I agree. Blood Meridian's pretty great. I would say, generally, I think No Country for Old Men is a stronger book, but... I like Blood Meridian a lot. Okay, but we have a lot of dudes to rank here tier-wise, so obviously this is just vibes and bullshit, so I have no hard criteria for who I would consider to be the top of the list and the absolute bottom, but I will say right away, there's something we gotta clarify. There are multiple versions of the same character. Like, you can already see, like, there's multiple Freddys here. There's, multiple Jasons, multiple Chuckies. That is a massive list. Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna be here for a minute. But there is a lot of guys, and sometimes it's multiple versions. So the one hard criteria I'll go with is if it is a character with multiple incarnations, unless we see the other incarnations as an image, we'll treat that as like an amalgam. So, salad fingers, get out of here. No, man, we're ranking them. We're ranking salad fingers. But let's say it's like, okay, so we got remake Jason here. Let's say that was the only Jason here. We would treat him as like an amalgam of Jason. Whereas now, because we can see there's multiple Jasons, we got the Freddy vs. Jason one down here. We'll treat this as remake Jason, and Freddy vs. Jason, we'll treat that as classic Jason. So he'll be all of the movies from the second to Freddy vs. Jason. Monica better not be higher than C tier or else. You guys know my stance on fucking Doki Doki Literature. You know, let's just get that out of the way. Monica's fucking D tier. Actually, let's add another tier. Alright, this is important. Okay, that does not work for comedic effect. But, off my fucking screen. Alright, we'll put Monica in there. Get off my fucking screen. Alright, so these are the tiers. We got S, A, B, C, D. Off my fucking screen, and haven't seen, haven't done. But, off the bat, I do know that the Silent Hill... sorry, not Silent Hill. My brain is rotting. The silent film version of the Phantom of the Opera is on this tier list. Unless I see the, like, musical Andrew Lloyd Webber version, I am going to treat all the Phantom as, like, an amalgam. So the Lon Chaney silent film Phantom of the Opera, he's every version of Phantom, including the musical. So, that's kind of how I'm going to treat it, is that unless they have multiple images of the same character for different incarnations, I will treat them as an amalgam of that character's concept. That's the one caveat I'll give. Alright, let's go. Number 1, we got Candyman. Candyman is a hard one. Like, already right off the fucking bat, I'm gonna say Candyman is hard to rank. I can't justify putting him below S, but he's a weird S to where it's like, where's the pee-pee poo-poo man? Hopefully he's here. I have a hard time putting Candyman below S. But Candyman, like, he is definitely, like, probably the weakest. I think he's the weakest S-Link, but he's gotta be an S-Link. I'm a fucking idiot. But he's gotta be S tier, right? Like, even people who have never seen Candyman know Candyman is, like, he's up there. He's an OG. It's like, for, like, 90s horror, it's Sadako from, The Ring, it's Ghostface, and it's Candyman. Those are, like, the icons of 90s horror for, like, at least movies. It's weird, because, like, every other Candyman movie after the original is, like, mediocre or hot fucking garbage. But everyone knows Candyman. So it's like, it was a good choice to make him seductive in the time of Scream Queens. Yeah! Like, I think someone described it as, like, speaking of Phantom, like, he is the Black Phantom of the Opera. And it is a really interesting way to kind of, like, flip that. And then the concept of Candyman as, like, this thought form entity, weirdly enough, is, like, very, very relevant. And it's very prescient for, like, where more, like, out there art house horror has gone. If you want to see, like, so I have my controversial opinion on the Candyman remake, because I thought that Candyman remake kind of sucked ass, because it's not Candyman, it's Black Ghost Rider. But, which again, Black Ghost Rider could be a great concept, but that's not Candyman. If you want to see a movie that, like, takes the idea of a thought form entity that is, like, almost, like, spread like a sickness, in a very like abstract kind of way. There's a movie that came out a couple years ago called The Empty Man. The Empty Man is fascinating, and that is a movie that like I thought it was gonna be Pee Pee Poo Poo Man Slop because it came out during like the COVID era of like shitty movies. I think it was like 2021. I think it came out. That movie was way more out there and like, for lack of a better expression, avant-garde than I was expecting. It is, if you want a successor to that feel of Candyman, I would say it would be The Empty Man. And this is one, obviously, like, I think everyone knows, but I know Dave likes this movie. The Babadook, in a lot of ways, feels like a successor to Candyman in how it's presented. Candyman's not a revenge story, someone trying to reconnect with the reincarnation of his lover. Kind of like the Mummy remake. I can see that, but also it's like, it adds that ambiguity of, is this even real? Like, how do I put this? Is he going after Ellen, who's the main character of the original Candyman, the lady, the professor lady? Is he going after her because she actually is the reincarnation of his lost love? Or is that entire story fake, and is it just brought to life because of the constant belief in it? And it's like that ambiguity of the urban legend nature of Candyman makes him so fucking cool. Like, do you make him real by belief in the concept of what makes him Candyman? I know, I have a hard time not putting Candyman S tier. But yeah. Alright, so we got Remake Jason. I actually think the Friday 13th 2009 remake, the Platinum Dunes Michael Bay one, honestly not that bad. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I'm gonna put him solid B. Because it's like, he still is Jason, and it is like the last Friday the 13th movie when you really think about it, right? And honestly, as a Jason, I thought the dude who did that did okay. So you know what? He gets a solid B tier. Pinhead, S tier. It's fucking Pinhead. He's S tier. Like, there's no discussion. I hope Uber Jason's... Dude, if Jason X is on the list, like, he's... We came. Yeah, it's like, it's... Come box, open box, come box, pain, pleasure, come box. Yeah, Jason X, A tier. Easily A tier. Jason X rules. Oh, where's Fat Pinhead? Oh yeah, that one was a Hellraiser Revelations, when they just had Fat Pinhead for one movie. I'm like, he ruined it. Fat Pinhead failed us all. Alright, so this is gonna be a weird one, because I think everyone knows I love the Terrifier movies. Like, I talk them up all the time. And I think he's on his way there. I can't justify putting Art above A tier. I'm gonna put Art in A tier. If you asked me when Terrifier 2 came out, I would say B tier. Like, at most. I love Art, and I think he's on his way up there as being, like, a modern horror icon. I don't think you could justify putting Art up there with Pinhead and Candyman. I'm the biggest Art detractor. I fucking love Art the Clown. He is easily one of... Like, I think Terrifier 3 is some of the most... Terrifier 2 and 3 are some of the most fun I have ever had in a movie theater. They are fantastic. I love them. But even with, Art the Clown from the Terrifier movies. Terrifier is getting bigger. Like, it's to the point where you can go to stores and see Terrifier merch. Which is ridiculous, because, like, Terrifier are some of the most hyper, over-the-top, violent slasher movies in years. Like, there's a scene in Terrifier 3 where he, basically suicide bombs a bunch of children. So it's like... I don't know, like, these movies are ridiculous. I think they're getting there, and I think by the time Terrifier 4 comes out next year, on top of being, like, a Universal haunted house attraction, on top of all the merch, once that happens, I think Art could probably be justified to be put towards the bottom of S tier, but for now, it's like, I think he's too new, and he's still kind of niche. So I'm gonna put Art in A. But he's definitely a rising icon. He's gotta be there. Michael Myers, I'm gonna treat this as classic Michael Myers, because I did see Rob Zombie here. He's S tier. Michael's S tier. Like, that's... Some of these are self-explanatory. I think, like... So far, I think Pinhead and Michael so far are the most self-explanatory for being S tier. Remake Freddy. Get the... Alright, hot take is D. I don't think he's terrible. I actually don't think Jackie Earle Haley was a bad choice for a remake of Freddy Krueger. I just don't think there should have been a remake of Freddy Krueger. I think now it's gone to the point where, because Michael Myers, yeah, I fucking love Michael, so it's like, he's gotta be S tier. He's the slasher. But for Freddy, I think this just came out at a point where you still could have had Robert Englund come back and reprise the role in, like, late 2000s, early 2010s. Now I think he himself has admitted that he's too old for it and he wouldn't come back. So now I think if you want to recast Freddy, this is the moment. Alright, so here's a hot take for everybody. I have said for years that my number one recast, if you're ever gonna do, like, a bigger name actor to recast Robert Englund for, like, a major Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, I have said Kevin Bacon for years. Kevin Bacon would be easily my number one recast for Freddy. So, that's my take. I think Kevin Bacon's probably getting too old for it now himself, but back when this movie came out, I think, like, middle-aged Kevin Bacon would have been a really good recast for Freddy. We got remake Leatherface from the 2003 Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Same boat. I'm gonna put him D tier. Kevin Bacon would have been... Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think Kevin Bacon would have been a good Freddy remake. But I'm going to put him D tier. I think the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the 2003 remake, actually pretty solid. Like, it's a pretty fun movie. If you really like Resident Evil 7, I would highly recommend the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, since they really take a lot of the vibes from that. Excuse me. But I think it's a lot of what I kind of put them in D tier is I think their Leatherface is too much of just a standard slasher villain. Like, he's a big brute, he's aggressive, like, he's just Jason Voorhees. And a part of what made the original Leatherface kind of an icon is he himself is also a victim of the whole scenario. And he's just weird. Like, one moment he could be chasing you down and killing your brother, and then the next moment, he's cooking you fucking dinner. Like, you never know what Leatherface could do in a scenario in the original. So it's like, I think that's one of the keys of that character that makes him so interesting. So I'll put remake Leatherface in D. I will say, if we don't see original Leatherface, I will change him to S tier as just an amalgam of Leatherface, because he's fucking Leatherface. He's gotta be S tier. But if I don't see the original, he'll go S tier. Until then, remake is D tier. Leprechaun! Where's me gold? He's A tier. I fucking love Leprechaun. He's not classic enough, but Warwick Davis is having so much goddamn fun in these movies. He can't not be A tier. And you know what? Actually, for remake Jason, I think I'll put him lower. I'll put him C tier. Yeah, it's like, Warwick Davis is just having so much goddamn fun as the Leprechaun. He has so much personality, exactly. Like, he's gotta be A tier. Weirdly enough, like, him and Art are kind of similar characters in that regard. So it's like, this is kind of fun to have them next to each other. Okay, so we have the puppets from Puppet Master. Puppet Master is... yeah. Can I justify putting Puppet Master in the B tier? Puppet Master is a silly franchise. They are very ridiculous movies. They are pretty trashy, I'm not gonna lie, but goddamn, they're fun. I'm gonna put them B. Like, as far as, like, 80s, 90s trash horror in the West goes, it's Puppet Master is always there. Alright, so here's the question. Do we treat this as the Gremlins as an amalgam, or just as the White Stripe Gremlin? Because I'm wondering if we got Brainy Gremlin here. Like, the Brain Gremlin from Gremlins 2. That guy's fucking great. That's the best Gremlin. Puppet Master should go C tier. Alright, fine. We'll put Puppet Master C tier. But Puppet Master's fun. Come on, Dave. It's Puppet Master. But should we treat this as, like, an amalgam of all Gremlins? Or should we just have this as being, like, the main Gremlin from the movie? Because if he's an amalgam of all Gremlins, then easily he's A tier. Easily A tier. If we see another Gremlin, we'll probably go back and, like, kind of, like, individualize them. But if he is, the Una Gremlin. He is all of Gremlin kind. But yeah, it's like, if we're treating him as, like, an amalgam of Gremlins, then Gremlins gotta be A tier. Gotta be fucking A tier, at least. Gremlins is awesome. I Know What You Did Last Summer, D. D tier. Fuck that, dude. Like, did you know they made a remake, or sorry, a quote-unquote requel of I Know What You Did Last Summer, like, literally last summer, like, just a few months back? Yeah, no one saw it. Wonder why. I Know What You Did Last Summer really was just the beginning of, like, the worst era of modern slasher films, which was the Scream clone era. Where you had Scream 1, which is an excellent movie. Big thumbs up. Scream 1's fantastic. And then you just had the era of Scream slop, of every single attempted sequel and aping of Scream that just failed to do it. I saw the new one, it sucked. Who would have guessed? There is not a single good movie in the I Know What You Did Last Summer franchise. Not a single one is good. And it really was just, like, the precursor of, like, the Scream slop era. Where you had this, you had Urban Legend, Cherry Falls, I think Valentine's Day was another one? Oh, fuck, Cry Wolf. You just had, like, this slop era of, like, Scream wannabes. And then it's like you had Scream itself was a Scream wannabe. Like, Scream 3 fucking sucks. Valentine's Day. Yeah, Bob knows what I'm talking about. It's Fred from Scooby-Doo. I think I Know What You Did Last Summer sucks. But yeah, it's like, I think the damage that I Know What You Did Last Summer did to, like, American... the last summer movies are that bad. That's crazy. I never cared to watch them, but now I'm almost interested. I think the reason that I think they're that bad is they're the worst kind of bad, where they are fucking boring. They are toothless and boring. This list better have a Hanna-Barbera Scooby-Doo villain. All of them. There is one Scooby-Doo villain on this list. Yeah, Puppet Master is a shitpost. I will take a shitpost movie over a boring movie any day. Because the thing with horror movies is that even shitty, trashy horror movies are still a lot of fun. The worst offense you can be is either, like, offensively bad in filmmaking or just boring. Just nothing. And I Know What You Did Last Summer. All of them across the board are just boring as shit. Okay, we got... Boy! We got the tall man from Phantasm. Phantasm's B. I'm calling that. Phantasm is a solid B. Tall man was awesome. Man, it's so disappointing that it's like, the people who were involved in the creation of Phantasm are starting to pass away. Because, like, as a Dead by Daylight head, they wanted to get Phantasm, for Dead by Daylight so bad. I don't know anything about Phantasm. We gotta watch the fucking Phantasm movies, Bob. These movies are wild. The tall man, like, he has an army of Jawas from Star Wars, and they come from their own dimension, and they kidnap corpses, and one of the main characters is an ice cream man with a 4-barrel shotgun. Phantasm fucking rules. Phantasm 3 especially. Phantasm 3 is fucking awesome. Funnily enough, I actually have a box set of all the Phantasm movies. where it's the silver orb contains the DVDs of Phantasm. It's fucking sick. Man, I love Phantasm. Alright, so we have The Collector from The Collector. I think the first Collector is a pretty good movie, and there's a lot that I think I really like about the Collector as, like, a villain. I think he's a very striking villain. You can't justifiably put him above C tier. Like, you can't. Because ignoring that the second movie fucking sucks, the Collector... I'm sorry, who? Your average repo man. Do I see Sadako or is that Kayako? I mean, I imagine both of them are on the list. The Thresher scene. Phantasm sounds cool. Phantasm is like a lot of fun. It's like a sci-fi version of Evil Dead. Phantasm is pretty great. The point you can turn the movie off when the nightclub Thresher scene happens in the... What is it? The Collection? What is it? But yeah, it's like, you can't really justify putting Collector higher than C. Because the Collector 1 is a pretty decent movie overall, like a home invasion kind of escape. It's almost like an escape room movie. But I don't know, you can't justify putting them higher. So we got The Strangers. D. Strangers are D tier, man, like... Yeah, it's like, the Collector is like basically like if Jigsaw, if his traps were more active with him as a presence, and also required him to go to your house, where he turns your house into the Saw trap. Like, that's kind of the Collector. But then you go to the second one, and then you just go to the Collector's, like, fucking hotel mansion, and then like, it loses the whole thing of the Collector goes to you, which is why he's a threat. I don't know. Strangers, though. Strangers is D tier. Like, I don't know. There is, like, one good scene. There's two good scenes at The Strangers. Oh, wait, no. I take it back. I don't know if anyone ever saw it, but I think, like, 10 to 15 years after they made The Strangers 1, they made a movie called The Strangers Prey at Night. Which is, like, the first sequel before they did, like, the reboot, the shitty, like, reboot that came out last year. And I guess this year, too, because they have The Strangers Part 2 for the reboot movies, which also sucks ass. But The Strangers Prey at Night is hilarious. So anyone who's not familiar, The Strangers, the premise is, it's, like, these three masked dudes. Like, as you can see, it's, like, he's got this little, like, Christopher Nolan scarecrow mask. I only saw The Strangers on TV and changed the channel. The Strangers 1 sucks ass. The Strangers Prey at Night is genuinely kind of fucking hilarious. Because it's the Strangers Prey at Night is basically a remake of The Strangers, where they try the same routine of a different family, but then at around, I think, either the halfway or the 2/3 mark of the movie, one of the strangers gets one-shotted in the head by someone with a golf club, and the entire tone of the movie changes, whereas the stranger's just getting the ever-loving shit kicked out of them. It's great. It is just yeah, Zino, like, it really is. That is just The Strangers. It's just a home invasion movie. I don't know. I think, if Strangers is on, why not The Purge? I don't know, man. I think it's like, Strangers Prey at Night is genuinely a lot of fun for the last act, where the strangers get fucking owned. Just bam, bam, fail. Like, they just keep getting their ass kicked in increasingly ridiculous ways. Honestly, like, the last bit of it is a lot of fun. The problem is, that movie also exists, though, even the one I'm describing, where it's like the home invasion where the home invaders get their ass kicked. That exists. It's called You're Next. You're Next is a really fun movie, but it's just like, I don't know, it's like, every Purge movie sounds so different to me. Purge 2 is a weird one because The Purge 2 is just Escape from New York. And I love Escape from New York, but it's just Escape from New York. I thought it was Don't Breathe, but the thing is, like, with Don't Breathe, they make the blind man, like, even more evil. Whereas in Your Next, which I think predates Don't Breathe, but in Your Next, it basically is like, what if Rambo fought the Strangers? Like, what if the Strangers decided to attack Rambo? That's the premise of Your Next. They have, like, that masks and everything. Very Hotline Miami, actually, because they have, like, animal masks. Your Next is a lot of fun, so that's my take on the Strangers, is go watch Your Next. It's way better. Same premise, way better movie. Jigsaw, S tier. Is anyone gonna argue with me that Jigsaw at this point is an S tier villain? Is anyone gonna argue? Yeah, Your Next 2011. Yeah, it's like, I highly recommend Your Next. Your Next is a lot of fun. It's what if the Strangers fought Rambo? Like, there's okay, I'm just gonna talk about the best bit in Your Next. There's a bit where it becomes, like, almost Kevin McAllister-esque in how ridiculous it is, where it's, like, the home invader slasher dudes step through a window. The main character, like, set up a nail trap with a wooden board, so they step through a nail, and it goes, like, right through their foot, and, like, there's a wooden board just now attached to their leg, and they're, like, unable to go through doors because the fucking wooden board is too big. It's fucking Looney Tunes. It's a lot of fun. Your Next is really fun. Animal masks? 10 out of 10 realism, just like how I failed 20 times at a Hotline Miami level. Yeah, so Jigsaw eating tapes like popcorn in the fucking fourth movie. Where it's like they go through his gut and he just has like a fucking, like 20 cassette tapes in his guts. Jigsaw's S tier though. Like, is anyone gonna argue it's Jigsaw? The Demogorgon from Stranger Things. I mean, like, for better or for worse, Stranger Things is pretty iconic. I don't know, like, even in Stranger Things, like, the Demogorgon really stopped being a thing on the later seasons, to my knowledge. I haven't seen Stranger Things. I haven't. Like, I'm only familiar with Dead by Daylight Demogorgon, but, like, even in the show, to my knowledge, like, the Demogorgon stops really being an active presence as, like, a villain, like, very early on. The villain does not carry. I'm gonna put him B tier. Like, I think, like, it is still decently iconic, where it's just, like, even people who like me who haven't seen Stranger Things will be like, oh yeah, that's the Demogorgon from Stranger Things. Chucky, he's S tier. I don't give a shit. Chucky's S tier. No one's changing my mind. You don't fuck with the Chuck. Oh my god, alright. This is D tier. This guy's D tier. This is Chopping Mall. This is a movie called Chopping Mall. It is basically a horror movie where Rob the Robot is the slasher. Not good. Not a good movie. A lot of fun. He's going D tier, but goddamn. They fucked with him in Dead by Daylight. No. You don't fuck with the Chuck, bro. You don't fuck with the Chuck. I like Chucky a lot. I think Chucky is really good. Chopping Mall was an answer to a question? Oh, bro, I would have gotten that in a fucking heartbeat. I would have immediately gotten that. Chopping Mall rules. Not a good movie, but I love it. Okay, so this is a real one. Boys, where do you put the killer clowns from outer space? Like, they're iconic, but it's like Killer Clowns is like kind of one of those notoriously like so bad it's good movies, but like they're an icon, man. I don't know, it's like I'm saying if Demogorgon is B tier, Killer Clowns are B tier. It's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Come on. Like, come on. The Killer Clowns gotta be B tier, man. Dave's saying A tier. Okay. I can see an argument, because, like, as far as, like, so bad it's good horror movies go, like, it's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. They're one of, like, the biggest icons for that. So it's like, there's no way you can put them lower than B. Jack Frost, D. D tier. Jaws, A. Wait, no. Sorry, S. It's Jaws. It invented the blockbuster. Like, anyone who would not put... Like, everyone's gonna say, oh, just don't get in the water, don't get in the water. Like, if it's Jaws, it invented the blockbuster. That has to be S... Like, even more than, like... If I had to say in the S tier right now, it's Michael Myers, and then it's gotta be, like, fucking Jaws. Yeah, like, those gotta be the two biggest ones for, like, the impact they've had on horror as a genre. Like, fuck, even ignoring Michael Myers, Jaws is, like, the impact it had on American filmmaking. It's funny to think of a shark as the villain. You're gonna speed past Jack Frost like that? You're goddamn right I am. That's not Michael Keaton. That ain't Michael Keaton. That's not my Jack Frost. But yeah, it's like, Jaws has gotta be S tier. The sheer impact it had on American filmmaking. Like, he's probably the biggest name here, if we're being blunt. It's him or Michael. Alright. It's just an animal doing animal things. Released same year as another Snowman Father connects to this Sun movie. Yeah, the Michael Keaton one. Michael Keaton, my Jack Frost. Jaws 1, the only good one. Well, yeah, I mean, I will say Jaws 4 is hilarious, because the idea that Jaws, like, stalked a family in a plane between countries is fucking incredible. What you're actually saying is Steven Spielberg is the greatest villain for making it. You're right. Damn you, Steven Spielberg. So, Victor Crowley. This is from the Hatchet movies. Hatchet's a really good trilogy of, like, slasher homages, and the one thing I'll give Victor Crowley is he is played by Kane Hodder, who is the best Jason actor. C. Like, there's no way you can put like, is there any iconography to Victor Crowley outside of, like, I don't know, like, nerds like me, who are, like, obsessed with horror movies? Like, there's no way you can put Crowley above C tier. Okay, we got SCP-173. You know what? This is a hard one for me. Because I know I have gone through this list once to look, and there are a few creepypasta guys on this list. Well, now, really? Bro, they have Freaky Fred from Courage the Cowardly Dog here. This list is complete. This is an in-depth list. But, I would put SCP in B tier. I'm gonna put him B. I think if you asked me in, like, 2012, I think I might have put him A tier. The popularity of SCP has, like, fallen off significantly since, like, they got kind of, like, shittier and shittier and more up their own ass. SCP-173 is C tier. I'm gonna say it's B tier. I'm saying he's B tier because the thing is, SCP-173 resulted in SCP Containment Breach, which led to the wave of indie horror that we see these days. In a weird way, like, this stupid little 4chan shitpost might actually be one of the most influential guys here. Just in terms of, like, where horror for video games has gone as a genre. So it's like, I'm actually gonna say it's like he's B. Solid B. In fact, if you asked me back when SCP Containment Breach came out at the peak of its popularity, I probably would have put him in A tier. Like, I don't really... That's a good argument. Put SCP-173 in F tier. Put him in Get Off My Fucking Screen. Does that mean Slender Man is going A tier? I have a hot take on Slender Man, but we're gonna get there. I actually have a hot take on some of the creepypasta guys on this list, but... Okay, so this is Maniac. This is Joe from Maniac. I'm putting him B tier, because I think Maniac is a really good movie, and, Maniac also, I think that was Tom Savini, one of his, his favorite shoots was Maniac, for when they did a head explosion scene involving a loaded shotgun in the middle of New York City that they almost all got arrested for. But Maniac, I think just purely for like what it did for more hardcore slasher filmmaking. Like, I don't think Terrifier and things like Saw exists if Maniac doesn't exist. Where it makes more of a, like... Well, specifically Saw, actually. I don't know if something like Saw comes around if Maniac isn't around. I will say, though, the original Maniac is like a decent... It's a whatever movie. It's pretty good. The remake of Maniac from 2011, I think, 2012... The Maniac remake starring Elijah Wood is fucking incredible. That is one of the best remakes I've ever seen. Super disturbing movie, but like really fucking good. The remake of Maniac is fucking awesome. The meteor from Maniac Mansion. Honestly, look how many we have. Look how... Is that fucking Wendy from Rule of Rose? Goddamn, alright. But yeah, look at all the guys we got here. We got some boys. We got some boys. There's gonna be some weird picks here. Oh boy. It's gonna be a long night. You know it. Yeah, Wendy from Rule of... Is that the fucking Raincoat Killer from Deadly Premonition? Is that the fucking Raincoat Killer? Damn! Okay, we're getting polls. We're getting some polls. Alright. Alright, we'll go in order, though. The fucking Raincoat Killer? Put him in fucking D... Get off my screen tier. Sweary is fucking canceled to me. Alright, but we gotta go in order. Where would you put the Arnold Terminator? And here's the question. Do you put Arnold Terminator higher than the T-1000? Do you put him higher than the T2 T-1000? This is where I'm at, because, like, I don't know. Like, could they both be S? Because, like, the T-1000's gotta be here, right? Like, there's a distinction. The T-1000 is the liquid metal one from Terminator 2. Whereas the Arnold one is just like the metal skeleton. Would you put Arnold Terminator above the T-1000? I like him better, because I think Terminator... Like, my hot take is I think Terminator 1 is a better movie than Terminator 2. I think it's a significantly better movie. There's like 8 bazillion Terminators. No, like there's only going to be the 2. There's only going to be the 2. They're both S tier. I mean, I could see an argument, but I'm like, who would you put above the other? I would put Arnold Terminator at number 1. Like, I think he's my favorite, but I'm kind of a weirdo where I think T1 is a better movie than T2. Yeah, the T-1000's fucking awesome. So I'm like, I don't know. Alright, Xenomorph, fucking S tier. Xenomorph. It's the Xenomorph. It's the greatest monster in fiction. It's awesome. Alright, Basket Case! Basket Case gets, it's gonna get some bonuses. I haven't seen Terminator. Are they horror? I figure they're more action. Terminator 1 is a horror movie. Terminator 2 onward is an action movie. But Terminator 1 is like basically a slasher movie. It's basically Halloween, but Michael Myers is a robot. Like, it's really fucking awesome, actually. Terminator 1's, like, very different. Basket Case, like, you can't put him higher than C tier, but Basket Case is, I don't know, I'm putting Basket Case in there for, like, a true weird... Yeah, it's like what Dave says, exactly. It's like Terminator 1 is a slasher, rest of them are action. Freaky Fred. Alright, so Bob said this earlier, and I kind of agree with him, being like, if they don't have the Pharaoh with the slab, the Return the Slab Pharaoh, I feel like that's a mistake. Because I think Freaky Fred is, like, freakier. So I was like, I'm gonna put him C tier. I'm gonna put him C. But I think the Pharaoh is more iconic. Like, the Pharaoh would be at least a B tier. Like, everyone, like, references that thing. What in the fuck is this? If anyone can identify that, let me know. Like, I have no clue what that thing is. Yeah, the Hot Pocket of Evil, like, it looks like a fucking, like, frog with, like, cancer. Alright, so we have, the Salem's Lot vampire. I'm gonna put him C. The problem with the Salem's Lot vampire is that he's just, Count Orlok from Nosferatu. And Orlok himself, you could argue, is plagiarism. I mean, legally he is, but we'll get to more of my thoughts on, Orlok when we get there. Because I know, silent film Orlok is on this list. I wonder if Griffith from Berserk would be here. That would be interesting, because like we already have like one anime person here. No, like if there was an anime person here who's going to S tier, it's Johan from Monster. That motherfucker's S tier. The greatest villain in fiction. Hey, Slip Mako, what up? Hey, Slip, this is our tier list so far. This is our tier list. Do you disagree with any of these placements? Let us know. But this is our guys. This is the absolute definitive tier list of horror. Alright, so this is the Doctor from Nightbreed. See. Nightbreed's a really interesting... if you guys haven't seen Nightbreed, I actually highly recommend that movie. It's another Clive Barker one. I gotta drink him in? Alright, one second. There we go. This is our current list. This is our current definitive list. Nightbreed? If you haven't heard of Nightbreed, it was Clive Barker's directorial follow-up after Hellraiser. It's a very interesting movie. Like, very practical effect puppet heavy. Like, very, dark. It's like very dark fantasy. It's dark urban fantasy, is how I would describe Nightbreed. Great villain. I don't know if I would call him that iconic, so it's like, I can't put him higher than C tier, but great villain, great movie. We need another plague to get the boys together. Alright, boys, let's weaponize herpes around the world. That'll get us inside. Fucking... Silent Night, Deadly Night 1? Get the fuck off my screen. Like, the evil Santa from Silent Night, Deadly Night isn't even the most iconic thing from those movies. It's the Garbage Day guy from Silent Night, Deadly Night 2. That's the icon. Where's that motherfucker? Yeah, where's Garbage Day guy? That dude's going S tier. So we got Rob Zombie, Michael Myers. Honestly, I actually have more fondness for the Rob Zombie Halloween movies than I think a lot of people do. I'm putting him a solid B. I'm putting the Tyler Mane, Rob Zombie Myers. He's going B. Evil Santa from Santa Slays is better. I think the best Evil Santa is Krampus from that Evil Dead style Krampus movie. Santa Slay is the best Killer Santa movie. I actually don't know if I've seen that one. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch that for Christmas then. I have not seen that movie. Predator, S tier. Don't fucking come at me. Predator is S tier. Come on. It's the Predator. It's the Predator. Is anyone gonna argue that Predator's not S tier? Like, the Jungle Hunter specifically, he's S tier. He's S. He's the best. It has Bill Goldberg as Santa? That's fucking incredible. Hell yeah. I gotta watch that. I didn't include Krampus in my Killer Santa list. He's my number one because I think that Krampus Evil Dead style one that came out like in 2015 is fucking awesome. The Predator or the Alien? Alien. Alien is better than Predator. No, change my mind. You literally can't. The Alien is the greatest monster in fiction. Remake Chucky, fucking get off my fucking screen. The Necromorph. Alien. Yeah, it's like I think we're all in agreement. The Alien is better than Predator, but like Predator's still S tier. Predator's still great, but it's like it's the Alien. The Alien is the greatest monster in fiction. I'm gonna die on that hill. The Necromorph. I love Necromorphs. Could I justify putting them higher than B? Because the thing is, like, with the guys we have in A, is, like, I don't think they're iconic enough to go to the S level, but they have a lot of staying power, or they have, like, disproportionate popularity in the case of, like, Art the Clown. I'm gonna put them in B tier. I think if Dead Space didn't die the way it did, I would have put them A tier. Yeah, the deep lore is what makes them interesting. I think it's like, once you get more in depth, like, they're awesome. But I think it's like, the thing is like, with iconography and fame, and like, ranking them in like a tier, the way I see it is like, okay, like, let's treat this like we're talking about Batman villains, right? Like, the S tier, upper echelon, you got like the Joker, the Penguin, the Riddler, Mr. Freeze, you know, like, top level, top list. The Necromorphs, in terms of, like, my Batman villain tier ranking, like, they would be the equivalent of something like Victor Zsasz. B tier. Solid B. Like, around enough to where they've been adapted, where Zsasz has been adapted multiple times. He's pretty iconic to people in the know, but, like, he just doesn't have that it factor that, like, the higher echelon guys do. The Thing? Ooh. I mean, The Thing's gotta be S tier, right? It's The Thing. It's gotta be S tier. Alright, so we got Freddy Krueger. So here's the thing. Because this is specifically Freddy Krueger from New Nightmare. So that Robert Englund did play him in New Nightmare, but technically he's a different Freddy. Because, like, there's technically, like, 3 canonical Freddys. There is OG Freddy from the original movies. There is Freddy Krueger from Wes Craven's New Nightmare, who is, like, it's a standalone movie, like, totally separate from the continuity of the other Nightmare on Elm Streets. And then there is the remake. So it's like, this is why I don't watch movies. Because the thing is, like, this is the Freddy from New Nightmare, who's, like, he's basically a thought form entity made real by people watching a Nightmare on Elm Street. But it's played by the same actor who did the original Freddy. And I don't know if I see, like, OG... I really wish they just used a picture of Freddy from the first movie, because that would really solve that problem. I'm going to put him S tier, and I'm just going to treat it as Robert Englund, like, just his, Robert Englund, the actor who played Freddy in all those original movies. Until I see unless I see, like, Freddy from the first movie, then I'd think I'd put him in, like, B tier. I think New Nightmare is great, but I think it just doesn't have... Like, it didn't... It's basically Scream 0.5. And a lot of the ideas that New Nightmare does are done better in Scream. And I see Ghostface. Like, let's just get this out of the way. I'm already saying Ghostface is S tier, but... Ooh... So here's a question for the Exorcist boys. Exorcist boys. Does the evil face that pops up in Exorcist, would you put him as the S tier, or would you put Reagan as S tier? Because technically, it's like, I think it's implied this is the demon possessing Reagan. But I have a lot of more respect for Scream after watching all of them. Half of them are pretty decent. I think the first Scream is genuinely a great movie. Genuinely a really great movie. Oh yeah, Scream 7 had a trailer come out. It's coming out this February. I should actually probably quickly make a Scream 6 review. Probably like just make a short one for that. Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna put him I'm on an A tier. This is gonna be the hottest take so far, but I'm putting Pazuzu from Exorcist into A tier. I don't think Pazuzu is what makes The Exorcist. I don't think he is the icon of that movie. And I think it's like, it's famous. I don't think he's The Exorcist. He's not what makes that movie. I'm putting him A tier. Boo. Alright, listen, right? If it was Reagan possessed by Pazuzu, that's S tier. I totally agree. That's S tier. I think Pazuzu is only from Scream 6 review where we backhand Universal yet again. Oh, I have a lot to say on how Universal fucking handled that entire Fallout. Alright, Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead C tier, but I have a soft spot for Pumpkinhead. I really like Pumpkinhead, so I'm gonna put him C tier. But he's a lot of fun. He's a Stan Winston monster. How could you not love him? Salad Fingers. Salad Fingers is only, like, I think Salad Fingers only works if you are a younger millennial or older Gen Z. He is a very specific, he's a very specific era of, like, horror shit. And I think it's like Salad Fingers had a lot of... Actually, wait, no. Here's a question for chat. Do you think Salad Fingers... do you think he is essentially the predecessor to shit like Five Nights at Freddy's? Like the quote-unquote mascot horror. Would you say Salad Fingers is like the prototype of that sort of horror and that sort of concept? I don't like the concept of mascot horror, but I think if he is a trendsetter, if he is the guy that you can point to for that internet horror for shit like Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, we got Bendy and the Ink Machine down here. Yes, that is Scissor Man. Oh, okay. But if you put Salad Fingers into that mascot horror category for like being what essentially popularized that shit, and also like the analog horror thing, that like tinny lo-fi analog horror thing, he's got to be B tier. Like, this is like another, probably like 2 in a row. We got 2 hot takes like in a very short period of time. I think he's B tier. I think Salad Fingers is like weirdly one of the most influential figures of like early internet creativity. Or like, I guess not early internet, but early YouTube specifically. Like for early YouTube, like Salad Fingers is like weirdly influential. So I'm going to put him in B tier. We got the Miner from My Bloody Valentine, D. Okay. So, this is Leslie Vernon. I know who he is, but I don't like him. Like, that's kind of how I feel about stuff. He got a MatPat episode. Yeah, he got a MatPat episode where the creator said he was wrong about everything. Honestly, for that alone, Salad Fingers earns his B tier because the creator of Salad Fingers talked mad shit to MatPat and said you got the whole thing wrong. So you know what? For that alone, Salad Fingers gets the B tier for balls. So this is Leslie Vernon from Behind the Mask. If you guys haven't seen Behind the Mask, as a slasher fan, you gotta go see Behind the Mask. It is a fun fucking movie. I'm gonna say he is C tier. Like, I like Leslie a lot, but he is very much in the he's the I'm talking over myself like an idiot. He's Victor Crowley. He's the same thing as the guy from Hatchet, where it's like the only people who are really gonna know this guy and appreciate this guy are horror nerds. Leslie Vernon's the same way. So I really like Behind the Mask. He's a C tier though. Like there's no way you can justify putting him higher. That is the reanimate. Yep, Herbert West. Alright, this is my hot take. This is my hot fucking take. I'm gonna put Hannibal Lecter, like, specifically the Anthony Hopkins Lecter, I'm putting him in S tier. I don't like it, though. I don't want to... I think he is too iconic and important to ignore at this point. I actually have a hot take that I think that... I thought that was Bane. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Bane, get him in here. Where's fucking Tom Hardy Bane, bro? But, my hot take is I think in Silence of the Lambs, the guy who plays Buffalo Bill gave a significantly better performance than Anthony Hopkins did and deserved the Oscar. I think Anthony Hopkins is way too over the top and silly in that movie. So it's like, he's S tier just for the iconography, but I actually think Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs is significantly overrated. I think the guy who played Buffalo Bill was a much stronger performance. We got Sadako. Sadako's gotta be like... fuck. Would I put Sadako in S tier or A tier? Is Sadako iconic enough? I don't know, because the thing with Sadako is when people talk about The Ring, especially these days, they're talking about the Gore Verbinski remake. They're talking about Samara Morgan, not Sadako. I think the Japanese Ring is significantly better than the American remake, but that's not the one we're talking about here. I'm gonna put Sadako in A tier. If I don't put the demon from The Exorcist in S tier, I'm not putting Sadako in S tier. But yeah, it's like I think Buffalo Bill was significantly scarier as a presence in Silence of the Lambs, whereas I feel like the thing with Hannibal Lecter is that I straight up feel like he is just a James Bond villain in Silence of the Lambs. Like, just give him a cat to stroke. He has all these poetic lines. He has, like, this forbidden love. He does the fucking, like, composure concert fingers rotation thing that, like, fucking conductors do at orchestras. And he does that while his face is all bloody. I mean, like... It's so over the top. Like, he's so ridiculous and over the top. Whereas Buffalo Bill feels like a real fucking serial killer. People like Buffalo Bill exist. No one like Hannibal Lecter exists. And in a movie that's supposed to be like a true crime style thing, I really feel like that lack of realism hurts it. That's my hot take on Hannibal Lecter, though. Yeah, he's Dr. No. Cujo's really iconic. I don't know. Cujo feels like he is really iconic for boomers. Would I put Cujo, like, what the dog doing? He's an evil dog. I have never heard of this beast before. It's a Stephen King book where a dog gets, it gets rabies and tries to, like, kill a mob and, like, this very young kid and traps him in a car and shit. I mean, Cujo's B tier. He's got to be B tier at least, but I don't know if I can justify putting Cujo above that. Like, I think he was very popular for a very specific era, but outside of that, like, I don't know. Jason, S tier. S tier. Easily, Jason's got to be S tier. The fact that OG Jason was not on this list earlier is kind of ridiculous, but Jason's S tier. Come on. Herbert West. B. Definitely B tier. Definitely B tier. I fucking love Reanimator. I think Reanimator's a lot of fun, actually, so. He's definitely B tier. He's no higher than that. He's very niche, but god damn it, the dude who plays Herbert West is having such a good time doing it. Oh, we got the Tar Man from Return of the Living Dead. He's got to be B tier too. He's got to be B tier. I mean, okay, actually, come to think of it. So the Tar Man is like this melted zombie from the movie called Return of the Living Dead, right? He is, to my knowledge, the first instance of a zombie stumbling about and saying, brains. He's the very first one to ever do that. Would you put him A tier? Because like, he basically invented like the zombie quote. Do you put him A tier? I don't know. I'm putting him B tier, but I think you could make an argument that's like, he invented that concept of the zombie. Alright, so we got the demon from Insidious. The Darth Maul looking demon. Fucking... I don't think I'm ever gonna take Tiny Tim seriously. So him playing Tiptoe Through the Tulips, he can tiptoe right into fucking D tier. First zombie saying brains, gotta say A tier. Fair. You know what? Tarman, you go A tier. I think solely because he is the first zombie to go brains. The movie was good, demon design wasn't great. Plus, it's like he's just one ghost in the movie. I think the idea of using Tiny Tim to scare me, like the Tiny Tim, the guy whose music was used for SpongeBob, we're gonna use him to scare me? Nah, it's like, I think it's like, that scene alone kind of killed the Insidious demon to me, so he's going D tier. Raincoat Killer, he's going D tier too. I have really soured on Swery after Deadly Premonition 2. Like, I fucking love Deadly Premonition 1. I adore that movie. That game. But it's just like, I think after Deadly Prem 2 was so obviously a cash grab and so nakedly unfinished, it's like, I don't know. I can't give any credit or airtime to Swery anymore. The Origami Killer. Origami Killer would also go D tier if he was here. Insidious should have been a comedy. Okay, so here's my hot take. Insidious is a scary remake of Beetlejuice. Think about it. It is Beetlejuice from the perspective of Lydia's family. And this dude, like, the Darth Maul demon, that's Beetlejuice. He is Beetlejuice. Oh, if Beetlejuice is here, he's gotta be fucking S tier, bro. Beetlejuice is S tier. Turkey for Thanksgiving is D tier. No, what? No, he's get off my fucking screen. I haven't seen Insidious. I mean, I subscribe to the take that Insidious is just scary Beetlejuice. Yeah, like, Turkey, nah. Like, Thanksgiving, that's fucking get off my screen. That's some horseshit. We got Nemesis. You know what? This is a hard... Wait. Amendment. Original Freddy. We got original classic Freddy. This is New Nightmare. He's B tier. New Nightmare's B tier. There we go. That fixes that. Where do we put Nemesis? Movie Nemesis? I do like movie Nemesis was just a dude in a rubber suit. I really like that. Oh, wait. Leatherface. Alright, Leatherface is going. That's classic, so I made a good card. It'd be wild to me if you don't put Nemesis in S tier. I'm trying to think, like, I'm gonna put him S tier, but he's the one that I'm very much not sure if I should put him in A tier. I don't know. Bendy, get off my fucking screen. Alright, you want a hot take right now? Fuck Bendy and the Ink Machine. I fucking hate it. I hate its existence. I hate mascot horror. I hate Gen Z, fucking Gen Alpha horror. I hate it. Makes me sick. Nemesis belongs in D tier for Marvel 3. So we got Kayako from The Ring. Kayako's gotta be A tier. Kayako's A tier. I would put her like right next to Sadako. Put her right up there. For The Grudge, yeah, Grudge is going A tier. Okay, here's a hard one. This is one for the old boys in the chat. This is one, boys. Is Norman Bates S or A tier? And here's the question. Because here's the thing. Is Norman Bates himself the icon, or is it the shower scene? Is it just the silhouette in the shower? Is that the true icon there? I'm leaning S tier for Norman, like, but I don't know, like, I think he's gonna be up there with, like, if Nemesis is S tier, then Norman Bates has gotta be. I think if Nemesis is S tier, Norman Bates has gotta be S tier. I think he is the weakest S tier so far. Yeah, Psycho, it's one scene, it's just the shower scene and cuts to the credits. Because, like, Norman himself isn't truly the icon, it's the shower scene. That's what everyone, like, that's the most iconic part of it. It's not him, the character. But Anthony Perkins gives, like, a tour de force as, like, this fucking maniac villain. Excellent performance. And, like, I think it's, like, if Nemesis is S tier, Norman Bates has gotta be S tier. If Hannibal Lecter is S tier, who I already don't really like his performance, Norman Bates has gotta be S tier. Critters! Critters, like, it's no higher than C, but Critters is a lot of fun. Like, they're very similar to, like, they're similar to Puppet Master, where it's just like, they are not good movies, but goddamn, they're a lot of fun. That monster design is cool. Yeah, it's basically the Cacodemon from Doom. But, I don't know, it's like, Critters is a lot of fun. It is a knockoff of Gremlins, but, come on. Alright, Ghostface, S tier. S tier. Ghostface is S tier, come on. I mean, will anyone object to Ghostface being an S tier? Anyone gonna object to him? Alright, so we got Pennywise. Oh, we have two Pennywises, actually. We got both of them. We have the original and the remake. Okay, so the made-for-TV special movie, it's not great in retrospect. He's gotta be S tier, right? Like, Pennywise has gotta be S tier. Ghostface is easily B tier in Mortal Kombat. Dave, I'm calling objection to your objection right now. You don't even fucking play Mortal Kombat. You hate Mortal Kombat, you fucking fraud. Got your ass. But yeah, it's like, OG Tim Curry Pennywise, he's gotta be S tier. Gotta be S tier. No way. Alright, so Patrick Bateman. Okay, so I think Patrick Bateman is great. I think he's a great villain. I think he's a great character. I think Christian Bale does an amazing job in the portrayal. He's not S tier. There's no way that Bateman is up there along the likes of Jason and Freddy and Michael. Like, there's no way he's A tier. Solid A tier. Bateman C tier? I don't know if I'd put Bateman C tier. I think just the resurgence of popularity of American Psycho alone, like, that's putting Bateman up there. There's no way he's S tier. I think solid A tier. I think that movie is, like, for something that was only ever one movie, and ideally will only ever be one movie, he's not horror, he's commentary on W lifestyle. I could see that, but it's like, there's definitely some, like, aspects of, like, dark comedy in there. Bateman dropped a running chase off a massive flight of stairs in the nude and hit his target perfectly. He's only A tier? You're dead to me. He does listen to Huey Lewis on the news, so he is a monster. Hey, don't you say that. Power of Love fucking is awesome. Back to the Future rules. Don't talk shit about Huey Lewis. I'm putting him A tier. I think I would have put him B tier earlier, but it is interesting how American Psycho has, like, had a huge resurgence in popularity in, like, the last few years here. Oh my god, you're right, he did wear his shoes in the nude chase scene. I don't know why that's more disgusting to me. I don't know why that's even worse, but yeah, Bateman's an A tier. I think just for how weirdly prevalent that movie has become, and how much legs it has for being one movie that came out 25 years ago, I'm going to put him high because the movie's entertaining. That's true, too. It's like, it is a movie carried by a single man's performance. I don't know, like, if Terrifier is A tier, I'm putting Bateman A tier. That's my logic. Scissor Man! I mean, Scissor Man... the resurgence is because of people missed the points that it's Scrimblow male grind set. I actually don't know how prevalent that is. I'm actually going to push back a little bit. Yeah, it's like, there's no way Bateman's below A tier. But here's the thing. I actually have a hot take. I think the whole Scrimblow male Bateman mindset thing is essentially a smokescreen. Because I don't see people doing the, I aspire to be Patrick Bateman, he's so cool. I don't see people do that. I see people complaining about people doing that. So I'm like, where are the people who are unironically doing the Scrimblow male Bateman mindset? How many of them actually exist? Seriously, I don't really see that. Maybe it's my algorithm, but I see people all the time complaining about it. But I think it's like, I would put Patrick Bateman, weirdly enough, up there with the character that is also lumped into that conversation with Homelander and Tyler Durden. I never see people unironically saying, like, oh, these are the heroes, bro, they're great. I see people bitching about people saying that they were the heroes. And they're like, oh man, how does no one know that these are actually the villains? I'm so media literate. I see people complaining that way. I never see people actually saying, yeah, I think Patrick Bateman's a hero. I think Homelander's a hero. It's me. It's Bob. It's just him. It's only him. Scissorman. Scissorman, I'm gonna put B tier in the same way that I put Salad Fingers B tier. He is a strangely relevant and influential character. Like, anytime you have, like, the Chaser style character, it all boils down to being Scissorman. I mean, actually, it's like, it's Scissorman, and if you really want to go back, it's Evil Otto from Berserk, the fucking smiley face dude. For the whole, like, immortal Chaser style enemy, like, Evil Otto is probably the first, but, like, Scissorman is the one who, like, really popularized and invented a lot of the tropes that we're still using today. Like, Resident Evil 9. That's going to have an enemy like Scissorman in it, with, the big chick. We're still doing the Scissorman mechanic all these years later. Surely this also has the immortal snail that kills you with one touch. That's not a villain, though. Eventually, he becomes the hero. When time is at its end, the snail will be your only ally. Unfortunately, dude, I gotta head out. Peace and keep on killing out there, homie. Fair enough, brother. Have a good night. Have a good night. This is going way longer than I expected, but we're gonna see if we could like start powering these out. But yeah, I think Scissor Man has to be B tier, if only because of how influential Scissor Man really is. He's gotta at least be B. Like, we're still ripping off Clock Tower mechanics to this very day. Like, the new Resident Evil is going to come out with a Clock Tower style villain. Like, I don't know. Alright, we got Remake Pennywise. I like Bill Skarsgård a lot, but I don't know, like, he's pretty iconic, so I'll put him B tier. Like, people know him pretty well, but I don't know. I think the second movie fell off insanely hard. So, I also, like, I don't like his performance as much as the Tim Curry one. I mean, everyone always talks about it, but the design does look visually a little more imposing, which I like. I can see why it's better for iconography to have him be scarier. Pennywise's whole thing is that he's trying to trick you into going with him. Whereas so it's like with the remake Pennywise, with the famous scene where it's the little boy Georgie who gets his ass kicked and eaten alive. I think it's like when Pennywise is in the sewer and he's like growling and he's like, no fucking kid is gonna fall for that. No kid is gonna fall for that. That's terrifying. Meanwhile, with Tim Curry Pennywise, he's just polite. He's just nice. Yeah, I'm a clown for the circus. I'm just trapped in the sewer. Why don't you just come give me a hand? Fucking grabs you and it's done. So, like, I think Tim Curry's Pennywise works a little better for that purpose because, like, he is so much more mundane. So it's like, he can just grab your ass. So I'm gonna go Curry Pennywise S tier. I'm gonna put Skarsgård in B tier. No shade to Skarsgård. I like Bill Skarsgård a lot. Captain Spaulding? Oh, man. I can't justify putting him higher than fucking B tier, but goddamn, I love Captain Spaulding. Fuck your mama. House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. Love those movies. I don't know. Captain Spaulding's gotta at least be B. Captain Spaulding's great. Leatherface, S tier. S tier. Easy. OG Leatherface, S tier. Hey dude, I gotta head out. Gotta go to store. Have fun. Okay, take it easy. Take it easy. So this is the hot take time. This is Slender Man. Where would I put Slender Man? Fuck, man. If you're gonna debate on, like, legacy, influence, and iconography, he's one of the OG Spooky Spaghettis. I'm having a hard time thinking of putting Slender Man anything below S. Like, I fucking love the Slender Man web series back in the day. I ate that shit up, dude. But, like, in terms of, like, internet horror in the 21st century, Slender Man really fucking invented it. Like, he's the guy. He's the icon. So I was like, he's the new kid on the block as far as, like, these kind of, like, horror icons go, but it's Slender Man. Like, he's got to be the S tier. I wonder if Sonic.exe is on the list. If Sonic.exe is on the list, he's going in to get off my fucking screen. Godzilla, it's S tier. He should go into S tier for inventing troll pasta. Oh no, I'm putting him in get off my fucking screen. But yeah, it's like Godzilla's S tier. Is anyone gonna disagree with me that Godzilla is S tier? Anyone? It's fucking Godzilla. It's the monster. He's the king of the monsters. He's gotta be S. What the hell is this? I cannot tell what that is. If anyone can tell that guy, let me know. But I genuinely do not know. We got Freddy Five Bear himself. We got Springtrap. I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I think he's a fun dude to play as in Dead by Daylight. But the thing is, I will begrudgingly put him into A tier. Just because of how much influence and popularity Five Nights at Freddy's actually does have. Like, in terms of iconography, it really is like the last big brand new horror franchise. It's that and Terrifier are like the new kids on the block for like horror icons and franchises. So like, I don't know, Fredbear Foreskin's gotta go on the list. Like, and I guess Springtrap is like the main villain of the series. So yeah, man, like, I guess he's A tier. So yeah, there he is. I genuinely cannot tell what that is. He is going into the I do not know list. Yeah, John Loud equals Scary Bear Man. Is that what's his face from Death Stranding? No way. Is that fucking Higgs? No way. We got Slappy the Dummy from Goosebumps. Goosebumps is A tier. Come on, it's Goosebumps. A tier. Come on, Goosebumps. Here comes Pyramid Head. I hit him with a sword, bro. I mean... Oh, no. It's S tier. I understand this is obviously a bias. Pyramid Head is S tier. Come on. He's Pyramid Head. S tier. Evil Dead Demons. I'm gonna put him into B because, like, the icon of Evil Dead are not the demons. The icon of Evil Dead is Ash Williams. It's Bruce Campbell. So, they're going B tier. Yeah, the Deadites. I'm putting them B tier because, like, the icon of Evil Dead is not the Deadites. It's Bruce Campbell. It's Ash Williams. So, like, they're B. Yeah, he's the real monster. Yeah, you put fucking Ash Williams on this list, he's going to S tier immediately. Maniac Cop. Maniac Cop is C tier. I will put Maniac Cop in the same category as, like, some of the more obscure slashers. Maniac Cop 1 and 2 are a lot of fun, but he's very much a C tier. He doesn't have the legs. Ginger Dead Man is in fucking get off my screen. How much more do we got? Oh my god. Oh my god. I will say a lot of these I straight up don't know, so that's gonna like hasten this process, but gonna have to start accelerating, King. Alright. 1 second. Okay, we got Angela from Sleepaway Camp. You see Mary from Ebe? Yeah, there's some RPG makers in there. I'm gonna go B tier because, like, the movie itself isn't the icon. It is the face at the end that she makes. That is famous. Everyone knows that face sculpt. So, that's going B tier, but just for the image alone, pretty much. I have no clue who the fuck this is. Who? Oh, okay, so we have the remake Blair Witch. D. They took the concept of the Blair Witch and made it just a fucking, like... Yeah, if any of you guys can recognize the I do not know category, let me know. It's like genuine, like, I'm pretty good at getting most of these guys so far, but these four, I'm like, I don't know who the fuck these idiots are. Wait, is that Wishmaster? Wait a minute. They didn't use Wishmaster from the first movie? Okay, if that's Wishmaster, this motherfucker is going into fucking C tier at least. At least Wishmaster goes C tier. Why didn't they use his design from the first movie? I don't know. That feels like a very strange thumbnail to use. Because, like, no, use the one for the first movie. Wishmaster 1 fucking rules. Raincoat Killer is D tier. My logic for the D tier of the Raincoat Killer is that I don't want to give Swery any more airtime, because Deadly Premonition 2 is one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. So, I'm fucking over Swery. I'm over him. Over him. Genuinely, Deadly Premonition 2 is so bad, it has retroactively ruined my ability to enjoy the first game. It is such a naked fucking cash grab. Alright, Audrey 2. Audrey 2 is A tier. Audrey 2 has gotta be A tier. Little Shop Horse fucking rules. You could honestly, or you know what? S tier. Audrey 2's S tier. Audrey 2's top tier. Mean Green Mother from Outer Space, baby. And she's bad. Jack Torrance, S tier. S tier. Like, it's The Shining. But Audrey 2 is like S tier. No way Audrey 2's not S tier. Come on. Same thing with Jack Torrance. Like, same reason Norman Bates is here. Like, it's just too iconic of a performance. So, yeah. Come on. It's a little slow tonight, isn't it, Lloyd? Alright, Oogie Boogie Man. I feel like he's not even the most iconic part of his movie, but still like very famous. I'm gonna put him solid B tier. He's not the most famous part of his own movie, but, you know, still, like, people are very familiar. Nightmare Before Christmas, overrated as hell, I'm gonna say it. You've broken the hearts of us goth kids everywhere. And I cannot forgive you for that. Dr. Frankenstein, S tier. S tier. Dr. Frankenstein's S tier. Still the best performance of Dr. Frankenstein, too. Maybe Oscar Isaac in the new movie is good, but no, this is the original, God, what is his name? It's like Henry something? Is he the villain and not the monster? I imagine, like, Frankenstein the monster is gonna be here, but for Dr. Frankenstein, he's fucking S tier, man. And this is still the best performance of a Dr. Frankenstein. Maybe the new one, the Guillermo del Toro one. Maybe that guy's good, but I don't know. Gillman, S tier. Creature of the Black Lagoon, S tier. A lot of these black and white ones, I feel like, the Universal guys, I feel like they're gonna be S tier. Is Jekyll and Hyde on the list? There's gotta be the Jekyll and Hyde. Jekyll and Hyde's gonna go... Dr. Frankenstein? The Mummy? It's the fucking Mummy. It's gotta be S tier. It's the... I think... Alright, let's just get this out of the way. All of the core Universal monsters, S tier. All of them. So let's go down. We got the Wolfman. Yeah, Wolfman's S tier. Come on. It's the Wolfman. S tier. Invisible Man, S tier. Is that a Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared? The thing is, like, with something like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, like, I don't think there's any iconic villain from that. So I'm like, the thing about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is, like, it's the three dudes are iconic, I guess. Like, those guys are pretty famous, but this fucking thing? Put them, you know what? I'll put C tier because I respect, like, they were very famous for, like, internet horror stuff. So, like, for, like, the younger generation, I could see them being famous. But, like, this fucking guy? Really? Between Negan and Bela Lugosi. Oh yeah, fucking Uboa, fucking Uboa from fucking Yume Nikki. Hell yeah, dude. Who the hell's this? Who the hell is that? Negan? Alright, Negan right now. I'm putting him in fucking D. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan as an actor. I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan as an actor. Right? But any villain from The Walking Dead, I don't know if I'm going to put them in like anything above a D tier. Like, and wasn't he from the bad seasons of The Walking Dead? Where's The Walking Dead? Like, weren't the seasons after, like, too bad? Alright. Jeff the Killer, this is my hot take. This is my hot fucking take. Jeff the Killer is A tier. Jeff the Killer's fucking A tier. Not because Jeff the Killer is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Jeff the Killer is good. Jeff the Killer has inspired legions of fucking fan art, knockoffs, like, and the fact that it's like there's still that ongoing mystery of like where is the source of the Jeff the Killer image from, where it's this massive internet rabbit hole hunt. Okay, you know, I'm not gonna put him A tier. I'm gonna put him B tier. But I feel like he is too iconic to ignore for like modern 21st century Gen Z, Gen Alpha horror. And the fact that it's like the image itself has become like this weird mystery and lost media, like manhunt. I feel like it's too iconic to ignore. I mean, don't forget, like, I put, like, I think if SCP-173 is, like, on B tier, I think Jeff the Killer is on B tier. If Salad Fingers is on B tier, I think Jeff the Killer deserves to be in B tier. I would argue Jeff the Killer's A tier. Like, I actually think that he is, like, probably more influential and more recognizable than the other two. But I think just because of the lack of quality that Jeff the Killer has had as, like, I guess a brand, B tier is the highest I could justify giving it. Because, like, name one good piece of Jeff the Killer media. I'll fucking wait. The Monsters from a Quiet Place? D. I mean, people like the Quiet Place movies, so maybe I should put them in C tier, but fuck them, they're D tier. D tier. Smile Dog. Alright, so if we're going with, like, creepypastas, I actually think the concept of Smile Dog is, like, way cooler than Jeff the Killer. And, like, I think it's, like, the actual story it was based on was better. But at the end of the day, it's just The Ring. So I think if Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is C tier. I think Smile Dog. Another one carried by meme status, pretty much. I think if Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is C tier. Smile Dog is C tier. Smile Dog is C. Is that the Blob? Okay, so if that is supposed to be the Blob, I'm gonna put this in D tier. Because the thing with the Blob is, if you want the icon of the Blob, you want the remake. The remake is where it's at. Oh, it's them! It's the giant ants from Them. D tier. Them is a really fun, like, campy 50s, like, monster movie, but it's like, it's giant ants. Like, it's giant ants. They're D tier. Come on. I do not know what those are. So this is from, yeah, EDF. EDF. If it was literally EDF, I'd have to, like, put it at least in, like, C tier just for the boys, but nah, it's like, just for the movie Them, it's like, nah. So this is from a movie called Monstrum. Oh, sorry, a video game called Monstrum. It is, like, some trashy indie horror thing. It's going to get off my fucking screen. Like, it's not even iconic. Come on. Like, this one feels like a wasted slot. More than any of the others so far, this feels like a waste of a slot. We got Orlok, the original Nosferatu. He's S tier. S tier. Anyone gonna argue with the original? Like, the remake one, you can argue. The original Count Orlok from Nosferatu, the silent film, fucking S tier. Come on. He's up there. Is that Edward Scissorhands? It probably is. Uboa, I'm gonna put C tier. I think Yume Nikki has like a very special place in my heart and has a very special bit of... It's just very... It's very much iconic for a very specific time and place on the internet. I don't know if that thing counts as a villain. I don't think it does, but... Yeah, S tier for existing even after it was, like, demanded to be fucking deleted from existence. Nosferatu? Absolutely. Bela Lugosi S tier. All the Universal monsters are S tier, and even to this day, I know we all love Gary Oldman as Dracula. He's our boy. Bela Lugosi is Dracula. He is the character. Even in the fucking Nosferatu, the 2024 Robert Eggers movie, it's supposed to be a remake of, like, the silent film. Bill Skarsgård is essentially doing a deeper Bela Lugosi impression. Bela Lugosi still is Dracula, even when it's, like, technically a different knockoff version of the character. Lugosi is Dracula. S tier. S tier. Beetlejuice, S tier. Beetlejuice is S tier. I don't give a shit if Beetlejuice is a comedy. Beetlejuice is S tier. He's up there. I have way more in the S tier than I was expecting, actually. Holy shit. Like, A tier is like the most barren out of, like, yeah, A tier and get off my fucking screen are like pretty barren. So we have Mother Superior from the remake of Suspiria. I mean, fuck. Like, I think the Suspiria remake is a great movie. It's insanely well made. As a villain, like, she's there for a second. Like, I don't know, it's like... She'll get C tier just because... No, she's D tier. Like, who? She's barely on screen in the movie. She's only at, like, the last 15 minutes ever directly shown. So I guess you could argue just for quality of the movie, but, like, in terms of, like, overarching villains, like, Tilda Swinton... her character is probably the most present. But it's like, it's just Tilda Swinton. Like, she doesn't have, like, a fucked up makeup job or anything. Did we pass the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man already? I don't know if Pee Pee Poo Poo Man is on this list. But you know what? Considering that they got fucking... let's see, where is it? Yeah, they got, like, fucking... Look at all these. Look at all these weirdos. There's gonna be a lot that I don't know towards the end. Like, this is where we're getting to the bottom of the barrel once we scroll down here. Carrie, I mean... So I just saw Carrie, like, a screening of it. I have a hard time putting Carrie in anything below S tier. I feel like it's too iconic. It's too iconic, and we still see things that are, like, kind of knock off Carrie to this day. So, I'm gonna put her S tier. Annie Wilkes. Would I put her S tier? I feel like if I put Anthony Hopkins and Silence of the Lambs in S tier, I gotta put her in S tier. I think she's a stronger performance and about just similar icon status. I'm gonna put her S tier. Green Inferno. Fucking D tier. Is that a bong? Do not know. This is the bad guy from a movie called Mandy. Mandy's a really good movie, but if you're going to watch Mandy, you're there for Nicolas Cage. So you're going D tier, buddy. No idea who that is. No idea who the Toilet Man is. Alright, so the main butcher from Hostel. Again, like, the characters of Hostel don't really matter. It's the torture porn. He's D. Dr. Frankenfurter's fucking S tier. The sweet transvestite from Transsexual Transylvania is S tier. I'm not going to hear anything about it. Honestly, like, if you are into musicals and you have not seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, you owe yourself a watch. What a fucking good movie. It turned 50 this year. What a good fucking movie. Alright, so we got the Johnny Depp Sweeney Todd. I actually really like the Tim Burton Sweeney Todd. I actually thoroughly enjoy that movie. I'm gonna put him B tier. I've heard all the songs, but I haven't watched the full movie. Honestly, I'd recommend it. It's a fun movie. It holds up. It's a really fun movie. But for Sweeney Todd, I'm putting him B tier. I think because, like, as we went over the beginning, I think this would embody. Sorry about that. I think one of the classifications we had is if it is only one version of the character shown in the image, we'll take him as an amalgam. So for the stage versions of Sweeney Todd as well, we'll have this be the Sweeney Todd rep. So we'll have him accompany the IP and the brand as a whole. Sweeney Todd's a solid B. Solid B. That's fucking real monsters. D tier. That's just real monsters. Gozer, the Gozerian. I'm gonna put Gozer B tier. Cause like the thing is it B or C? Cause the thing about Gozer is that you're not going to Ghostbusters for Gozer. And Gozer's technically not Gozer, like, in its, like, androgynous god form, isn't even. Yeah, it's not about the ending. And even then, like, if you put the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man here, Stay Puft's going A tier. Stay Puft is A tier. Gozer? Gozer's, like, B at highest. I think it's, like, it's mostly the strength. You know what? No, we'll put him C. We're gonna put Gozer C tier. And I like Gozer. I like Ghostbusters a lot. But when you're going to Ghostbusters, you're not there for, like, the villains. You're not there for the antagonists. And even for, like, Gozer, like, I would put Zool above Gozer. Like, Zool has more of a presence. I have no fucking clue what that is. Alright, the Phantom of the Opera. I mean, it's fucking S tier. It's Phantom of the Opera. S tier. And unless I see, like, a version that's supposed to be, like, the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical, I'm gonna include him as the musical. Fucking S tier. Like, come on, it's the Phantom. Alright, Other Mother from, Coraline. This is actually a hard one. You know what? Coraline's got legs. Still an insanely popular movie. Real good villain. I'm putting the Other Mother in A tier. Other Mother is a real solid villain. I feel like it's iconic, but it's just not enough to reach. Honestly, you should give Coraline another shot again. Coraline's really good. We got Tourist Trap. Fucking Tourist Trap. I mean, I can't justify Tourist Trap above D tier, but Tourist Trap is a really fun movie with a really fucking ridiculous climax. So Tourist Trap, I have no clue who the hell this is. Is that fucking Power Drill Massacre? I'm gonna put this into I don't know, but if that's Power Drill Massacre, I'm gonna put that into D tier. Similarly, do not know. The guy from Hush. Okay, so Hush is like a slasher movie where it's like a home invasion thing where the person whose home that is being invaded is deaf, so they can't hear like the slasher coming for them. He has one really good moment. And Hush is a good movie, but I think the problem of the Hush guy is that he's got one really good moment. It's when the woman writes down, "I haven't seen your face. I won't call the police. Please leave." And he takes his fucking mask off and he's like, "Well, you've seen it now, bitch." So, like, I think he's gonna get a C tier for that. But it's like, you're not really there for the slasher itself, like for the villain himself. I think Hush is good, but you're not there for him. Yeah, it's the part where he takes his fucking mask off. Like, that's his one really good moment in that movie. He's like, fuck it, you see me now, bitch. So, alright, we got the Amnesia guys. I like the Amnesia guys. I like their design. I think Amnesia is important for, like, kickstarting, like, horror again after it kind of died out in, like, the 360 era. You can't really put them above C. They're a common enemy. Like, Amnesia's, like, it is a big thing, but I don't know if Amnesia really... I don't know. Like, I have a hard time justifying putting a common enemy above C for, like, a video game. Oh, yeah. PewDiePie. Oh, should I put this in D tier for giving us fucking PewDiePie's career? I should. You know what? It's my list. Getting fucking D tier. Get off my fucking screen. It's that evil Superman movie, Brightburn. Yeah, fucking get off my fucking screen. Yeah, evil Superman sucks. Get off my fucking screen. The Keeper from Evil Within, D tier. Like, Safe Man has an okay design, but like, it's Evil Within. Like, Evil Within 1's like the definition of mediocrity. Get off my fucking screen. It's the smiley guy. It's that movie where no, it's not. Get off my screen. Isn't that the movie that ends with a bunch of e-celebs saying we did it for the lulz? For the lulz. And it's like presented, it's like serious, of someone in person saying to other people in person, we did it for the lulz. Get off my fucking screen. That's garbage. Okay, so Babadook is a really weird one to rank. Because he's only in the movie for like 5 minutes total. But the thing is, the Babadook as a movie, like, one, imagery-wise, he's insanely striking. And I think the Babadook is a really influential movie that kind of like kickstarted the horror movie revival that we've been seeing for the last 10 years. I have a hard time putting Babadook below anything in A tier. Like, I think it's too important of a movie, and he strikes it's too striking of an image. Like, I'm not crazy about the Babadook, I think it's fine, but it really did kickstart the horror revival of, like, Western filmmaking that we've seen for the last decade here. Where it's like, horror movies are kind of the only movies worth going to the theaters to see anymore. So yeah, Babadook's A tier. We'll put Babadook A tier. It's love or hate. Like, I could see that. Like, I can see why people are over Babadook, but okay, we got a bunch of evil clowns I do not recognize. So, don't know. It's Sweet Tooth, fucking D tier. I don't care about Twisted Metal. The clicker from Last of Us. I'm gonna put it at least C tier. Like, I'm not crazy about The Last of Us, but the clicker is, like, pretty iconic at this point as an enemy. One enemy is a whole villain. I mean, there's a few of them that are like that. Like, I mean, we got Gremlins in A tier. Let's just be honest. Yeah, the Cordyceps zombie is cool. Didn't the story have actual villains? Yeah, I'm gonna put him in C. I think it's like they are very striking, and they are, like, pretty iconic for what they are. I'm just not, like, crazy about The Last of Us in general, and I don't know if they are, like, as present as a villain in the story as they should be, because Last of Us became, like, oh, it's a zombie story, but the human struggle is what's really important. And it's like, well, then why are you making a fucking zombie story? Just make The Road, then. That's the bear from Annihilation. The bear from Annihilation, like, it's probably the most iconic scene of that movie, but, like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna put him... D or C? Where would the bear from Annihilation go? I'll put a C. Like, it's a cool scene. It's Annihilation sucked. I don't like Annihilation, but it's like the bear's cool. Like, it's a big skeleton bear. Yeah, let's put a D. It's like it's the one thing people remember from that movie. Oh, fucking the Banana Splits movie? Get that shit off my screen. That's just a man in a cat mask. The bear suit from Hannibal. No, the bear suit from fucking Wicker Man is cooler. Hell yeah, dude. Oh, the Scream TV show? Get that shit off my screen. I barely remember Annihilation. It's just like, I don't know, it's like, I remember the bear, and that's it. I remember the bear, and I remember the ending when Natalie Portman sees the light man. And I guess there was like that one mushroom dude who merged to the wall. Yeah, the Scream TV show was such a fucking bad idea. Yeah, let's take like a slasher movie series and put it on network television where you can't show death. What a great fucking idea. Wrong Turn Mutants. I'm gonna put him C because like I think the first two Wrong Turn movies are pretty decent. But I don't know, it's like, at the end of the day, like, they're just shittier versions of who the next people, the Hills Have Eyes mutants. Who I'm also going to put C tier, but, I don't know, it's because, Yeah, so, like, Wrong Turn and Hills Have Eyes, I kind of put them in, like, the same category. Where it's like, I like them. Like, I think Hills Have Eyes, the original and the remake, are pretty decent. And I think the first two Wrong Turn movies are alright, but I don't know. Like, at that point, it's like they're just aping other concepts that are... you put Scissor Man in B tier? Yes, and I have my justification for Scissor Man being B tier. Alright, Wes, here's my justification for Scissor Man in B tier. We are still ripping off Scissor Man as a game mechanic today. Resident Evil 9 is going to come out, and it's going to have a Scissor Man style enemy. He invented that style. Like, that chaser mechanic of the invincible dude going after you. I mean, you could argue Evil Otto from Berserk is the first one, but for the mechanics of, like, when you have, like, hiding mechanics, struggle mechanics, stuff like that, that's Scissor Man. He invented that shit. Like, Nemesis. Clock Tower sucks. I'm not saying Clock Tower is good. I'm saying in terms of, like, impact. I know, it's like, if I put Jeff the Killer and Salad Fingers in B tier, solely because of, like, the influence they have in their respective fields, I'm putting Scissor Man in B tier because, like, we're still ripping off Scissor Man to this day. If anything, I should actually put him in A tier. Like Outlast, Alien Isolation, Resident Evil 7 and 8, Resident Evil 9 soon to be. Chunks of the Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2 remake. Like, the idea of the chaser enemy in a game basically is just this guy. He invented it. So, like, if anything, he should be A tier just for that alone. Because, like, we're still ripping off Scissor Man to this day. Mothman. Hot take, I'm gonna say Mothman is like, I think it's like Mothman's famous and he's got icon status. I'm putting him A tier. I don't think he's S tier. Mothman does not have that defining piece of horror media that the others have. Yeah, Mothman as a concept is absolutely like S tier. I don't think he has that defining piece of horror media. So I'm gonna put him A tier just for like the cryptid status, but I really don't think Mothman has any sort of media. The goat from fucking The Witch. Black Phillip. It's a goat. Like, I know what the goat represents, but, like, it's the goat. Yeah, Black Phillip. It's a fucking goat. It's C tier. It's a goat. Like, he's got one scene where he talks, kinda. And he's, like, a scary goat, I guess. Like, he's kind of a dick. He's the GOAT. Like, I don't know, it's a GOAT. It's a zombie. I cannot tell who that is. No idea. Creep is fucking awesome. I guess Dune would not like to live deliciously. I guess not. Doesn't even like the taste of butter. How could I? Creep is fucking awesome. He's going B tier. He's not an icon, but the Creep movies 1 and 2 are fucking great. I cannot recommend them enough. Is that an evil fucking Mickey Mouse? Just on principle, this motherfucker's going to get off my screen. I'm so tired of this, like, oh, dude, we got public domain Mickey Mouse now. Let's make a horror movie. We got public domain Winnie the Pooh. Let's make a horror movie. It's like, is that when the public domain thing happened? Probably. Like, if that is like a public domain Mickey Mouse, he's going to get off my fucking screen just on principle. Dudes from They Live, the aliens. I think it's like they've kind of become iconic over time, so I'm going to give them B tier. I don't think any individual alien is like, I wouldn't put them A tier. Like, I don't think they have that staying power, but the movie is like decently iconic, even if it is more of like a cult classic thing for the They Live aliens. Like, you know, obey, consume, and all that shit. I'm going to put them B. I think they're a solid B. Bagul from Sinister. Bagul's not even the good part of the movie. It's the Super 8 films. That's the good part. This dude's just Slender Man. I'm putting him D tier. Like, he's just a jump scare at the end of the movie. He's nothing. Like, it's the Super 8 films are the thing you like. I cannot tell who that is, so you're going in, I don't know. Town the Dreaded Sundown. Ooh. Oh, that's hard. Because, like, Town the Dreaded Sundown, like, it's not, like, a great movie, but it really did influence a lot of slasher stuff that came after it. So, like, Jason Voorhees as a character is basically just stolen from this guy. Like, especially OG, like, Friday the 13th Part 2 Jason. Like, it's just stolen from those dudes. So, like, I'm gonna put him D tier, because, like, I feel like there's other proto-slashers that are more influential, but, like, he's gotta be at least kind of up there. Do not know who you are. Sam from Trick or Treat? Hell yeah, dude. Sam's going B tier. Sam's great. Sam's a lot of fun. He's not iconic. Like, he's a cult classic kind of figure, but Sam's too much fun. He's too cute. We gotta put him B. What in the fuck is that? Ichi the Killer. That's not even really a horror movie. That's more like a revenge flick. Ichi, I'm gonna put in, because I like Ichi the Killer. I think it's a good movie. Like, it's a Takashi Miike movie. It's really good, but yeah, I can't justify putting him above D. Like, it's really only for weirdos like me who know Ichi the Killer. Okay, so we got Billy from Black Christmas. This is what I'm talking about. This dude's going A tier. Black Christmas is, like, probably the proto-slasher. Like, he's not S tier, he's not an icon, but, like, Black Christmas led to Halloween. It led to Friday the 13th. It led to all this shit. So, like, yeah, Billy from Black Christmas, he gets it. Like, Ghostface as a character is Billy from Black Christmas. We got the Rake. I'm gonna put him D tier. Rake is D tier. He technically is the reason Slender Man exists. Like, he influenced what would become Slender Man. But at the end of the day, like, the Rake really only has a place. Like, he's hipster Slender Man. So it's like, there's no justification you can have to have him over D. Do not know. Phantom of the Paradise is awesome, but there's no way you can put him above, like, D tier. It's Phantom of the Paradise. Like, almost no one knows this movie, but Phantom of the Paradise is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's a really fun movie. Very fun rock opera. But, yeah, like, who knows this thing? Same thing with Repo Man. He's D tier. I like Repo the Genetic Opera, but, like, come on. Who? What's fun about what he did to Casca, Doomed? What's fun about that? Yeah, like, that's another thing, too, is, like, honestly, maybe I should put him C, considering Griffith stole his entire look from fucking Phantom of the Paradise. This is Splinter. Good body horror movie? Who the fuck has seen it? It's D tier. Is this the bad guy from Condemned 1? D tier. Like, he's not bad enough to be get off my screen, but, like, who remembers a single villain from Condemned 1? Like, no, you know what's the villain everyone remembers from Condemned? It's the same thing as Annihilation. It's Condemned 2, it's the fucking bear level. That's the villain people remember from that series. Siren Head, get off my fucking... Alright. Hot take time. I know people love Trevor Henderson and all his, like, horror art and design. Yeah, the mannequins. The mannequins people remember. All I remember from Condemned is a shit game. Fucking got him. But yeah, Siren Head, I'm putting that get off my fucking screen. It's a lesser Slender Man. I don't like Trevor Henderson. I don't really like his art. I don't like his, like, horror concepts. If guys like it, good for them. Trevor Henderson is not for me. Anything Trevor Henderson's going in to get off my fucking screen. I think Siren Head's just kind of lame. Did the Graboids from Tremors make an appearance? I'd be shocked if there's no Graboids. Graboids are going at least B tier. At least B tier. Candle Cove. I'm putting Candle Cove in B tier, actually. Candle Cove is a weird one, where it's like... Bob plays so many shit Siren Head itch.io games. Like, dude, fuck Siren Head. Fuck him. I hate him. He's such a lame character. But, the thing with Candle Cove is, like, it kind of, like, not only is it, like, one of the earliest creepypastas, like, it sort of predated the whole analog horror trend that you see on, the internet now, which is, like, only now starting to die. Yeah, his head isn't even shaped like a pyramid or something. At least Pyramid Head fucks the monsters. Like, he does something. He stabs the woman and fucks the monsters. Pyramid Head does stuff. What does Siren Head do? He screams at you. But yeah, Candle Cove is, like, weirdly one of the most influential pieces of, like, internet media, right? No, it was a garbage disposal. He's putting them down the garbage disposal. A smart man on the telly told me that. Oh, God, I can't fucking get over the dude actually... I'm nobody. Why are you responding to me? And, like, this is the take you're defending. That's it. I didn't even say anything insulting and I still got banned. Whatever. But yeah, it's, Candle Cove is, like, weirdly influential in that way, then. And it's, like, I would say it's, like, this is more just for the story as a whole than as, like, any individual character. But yeah, it's, like, getting banned from Reddit is a badge of honor. Goddamn right. Eyeless Jack, going to fucking D tier. Nah, let's put him in and, like, get off my screen. Like, this is where we're getting to the slop category, where we're getting to, like, really shitty creepypastas. Oh, it's the big man zombie from Land of the Dead. You know, I'm gonna put him in C tier. I think the idea of the intelligent zombie is kind of an interesting concept, like the zombie regaining intelligence. Land of the Dead's not a terrible movie. But like there's good movies that have like, literally who perform. Yeah, we'll put him D tier. He's not even the best like intelligent zombie. Villain is just a black man. What did George Romero mean by this? Smart zombie is terrible, I'm gonna say it. I think there's one case where it works, and it is, oh god, it's what the fuck was his name? It's Day of the Dead. It's the one smart zombie from Day of the Dead. He's a lot of fun. It's not Bub, is it? I don't know who that is. Big Daddy. Where do we put Big Daddy? I'm gonna put the Big Daddy in C tier. I think the Big Daddy is like really aesthetically cool. The one on the operating table? No. The one with like the chain around his neck and gets led around the military complex and then shoots the military captain. Big Daddies aren't really even the villain of BioShock, are they? They're not, but I'd still say it's like they're antagonists of some kind. I think Big Daddies are cool aesthetically, but I don't know if I could like just like they're similar to like the Cordyceps zombies from Last of Us. They're cool and they're iconic, but I don't know if I can really justify putting them higher than that. Because also, BioShock fucking sucks. Got him. I do not know who that is. Pearl's A tier. Pearl's fucking A tier. Say what you will about like X or whatever, but Pearl is fucking awesome. Pearl rules. So Pearl is A tier, absolutely. Is that Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? If that is, let's get off my fucking screen. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is actually just kind of shitty. Tire from Rubber. You know what? Hot take. I don't actually think Rubber's that entertaining. I think it's like the premise is silly, but I don't know. Like, I'm gonna put Tire from Rubber in D tier. I don't actually like Rubber very much. American Horror Story Clown. I haven't seen it. Yeah, Rubber's just kind of boring. Like, I think it's a funny premise, like, to laugh at, but it would have been really funny as a 5-minute YouTube short. I'm gonna put the clown from American Horror Story I haven't seen because I haven't seen that season, and I don't plan on it. What in the fuck is that? That's from a show called The Little Teeth Man here. This is from a show called Channel Zero. Again, I haven't seen it. It's the shit man. Okay, so here's the question. Do we count this as Ryuk from Death Note, this like just as a broad concept, or do we count this as just the Defoe Death Note? Because if it's Ryuk as a concept, I would probably put him in like B or like no, probably C tier, because like I think Ryuk's a fun character. Okay, if we're doing specifically Defoe, it's like get off my fucking like he is good. You know what? We'll put him in C tier. We'll put him to... He's the best part of that shitty movie. But it's like, I don't know. I think Ryuk, I will, like... I think it's like... If it's just Defoe Ryuk, we'll put him C. If it is Ryuk as a character across, like, as a whole, then I'd put him B. Like, I think Ryuk is a fun character, actually. So I would put him in, like... Yeah, we'll leave C. I think that feels good, but like I think Ryuk is a pretty fun character. So D tier, it's the no. Okay, are the monsters from the village, are they D or are they get off my fucking screen? You know, the village isn't great. I'll put them get off my fucking screen. I do not know what that is. The cat from Pet Sematary is a fucking cat. It's a cat. He's going the same tier. He is the same tier as Black Phillip. He's C tier. Pet Sematary cat's really, Pet Sematary is a good movie, but it's a fucking cat. So, same thing with a fucking goat. I do not know who that is. Okay, so the ghost from Poltergeist. The thing about Poltergeist is that's not even the most iconic scare of the movie. It's the clown. And also, like, Poltergeist is like more of an ensemble thing than it is like any individual. Oh my god, we have so many more to go. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, Castlevania Drac is A tier. He's A tier at least. Like, Castlevania Dracula's gotta be A tier. I'm gonna put this in C tier. There's no real individual scare in Poltergeist that I think deserves... Like, if Gozer is C tier, then the fucking closet ghost from Poltergeist is C tier. Trapper from Dead by Daylight... kills me to say, but, like, I think I can't justify putting him higher than C tier. I don't even think Trapper's the most iconic killer in the game. Like, that's Huntress. And even then, like, Huntress, like, could I put Huntress above C tier? I really don't know. Like, I don't know who that is. Christine? I'm putting Christine into B tier. Christine is the movie that Rubber wishes it was. And I think Christine is, like, is still a well-executed movie. Yeah, it's a car. It's a possessed evil car. Default. Evil car. I think Christine should get at least a B tier. Christine's, like, genuinely a good movie. It's one of the better King adaptions. Might as well put the evil car in Futurama. Futurama's evil car reference episode is a reference to Christine. It's actually a reference to this. I do not know who that is. Ao Oni is... Oh boy, that is a fucking blast from the past. That's going D tier, but goddamn Ao Oni is, I have a weird amount of nostalgia for that fucking thing. It's so iconic, like, it has to be... It's gotta be fucking B tier, right? Yeah, we gotta put it next to Uboa. We gotta put him right next. Yeah, let's put him literally right there. There we go. These two deserve each other. Like, they're iconic, but they're just so fucking stupid. I kind of love them. Do not know who you are. I've seen this thing, but I don't know if I've seen the movie, so I'm just gonna say I don't know. Don't know. Just constantly shitposting on me. Like, I don't know. Ao Oni is, like, too iconic to ignore at this point. It's gotta be at least C. Is this fucking Has-Been Hotel? I'm gonna put I don't know, but, like... I don't know. Chop Top! Chop Top's B. Chop Top is B tier. Chop Top's fucking awesome. From Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Hell yeah. I love music. Music is my life. Baby from Happy Death Day. Fucking, I don't know. D, I guess. Okay, what I said about Siren Head applies to anything from Crypt TV. Fuck Crypt. Okay, so this is a little bit of a tangent. I know we've been going for like 2.5 hours. I am wasting everyone's night. Fuck Crypt TV. Seriously, like, all I remember about Crypt TV is that it's just, like, kind of, like, whatever mediocre to shitty horror shorts for their YouTube channel. There's two things that I remember specifically about... I stayed until 4 a.m. watching Tucker play Luigi Mansion. Dude, Luigi's Mansion you can clear in 3 hours. Did you start late? You can clear that game, like, real quick. But we're Crypt TV. The dude listed, he's called the Looksy. He has a skin in Dead by Daylight. He did it in like 6. Okay, fair enough. Like, so not like too long. Oh, the boos. I mean, I say that in my review. The boos especially are just fucking ridiculous. And they're very annoying. But for Crypt TV specifically. Crypt TVs, so there's 2 things to note about Crypt TV. They were early big proponents of using crypto and NFTs. They were huge proponents of that. And their justification for NFTs was it's a new way to have like direct-to-consumer purchasing. There's the alien that Adrian Brody fucks. Yeah, the Splice alien. Yeah, that's gonna go like D tier. Splice is whatever. But Crypt TV is going in to get off my fucking screen. First of all, early proponents of NFTs and crypto, where their only justification for NFTs and crypto was, it's like DVD sales. It's like a direct-to-consumer approach rather than going through YouTube, man. And it's like, no, it fucking isn't. No, it isn't. Shut up. Especially for like what it boils down to, like shorts on YouTube, like 3 to 5 minute skits. Really? Fuck out of here at that. Second of all, they used a lot of like their early budget to like obviously pay YouTubers to show for them. So there was a guy who did like, he has like a relatively harmless channel, like it's fine. It's called Nightmind. He does like horror stuff and like horror summaries and like web horror summaries specifically. It's like web series, like Marble Hornets and shit. He was so obviously paid off by Crypt TV to shill their stuff. He was so obviously paid to shill them. It was painful to watch that shit. I remember on X back in the day when it happened. That's how I learned about Crypt TV. There was a fucking thread on X about it specifically. Where it's like, wow, they are just paying people to shill for this fucking company. So yeah, anything Crypt TV goes and get off my fucking screen. I've held that in for years, because I've never had a chance to talk about how I fucking hate Crypt TV. There's another Crypt TV. You get in and get off my fucking screen. You get in there. I don't know what that is. That looks like a Pokemon creepypasta. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. That's Carrion, I think, but I'm not confident, so I'm going to put that I don't know. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's got to go S tier. Again, all Universal monsters, all the classics, they go S tier. Like, immediately. That's Jekyll and Hyde, S tier. What in the fuck is that? Dr. Jankum. Oh, we're getting to the tier where I don't know any of these fucking things. Holy shit, I don't know any of these fuckers. Yeah, we're really getting down there now. This is Daisy Brown. This is like a puppet-based YouTube web series. It's pretty solid for like what it is. Like it's kind of like decent for like someone's like first, obviously like their very first project. I can't justify putting it higher than D, but for what it is for like a low-budget puppet-based like YouTube web series, it's not bad. So you know what, Daisy Brown, like, not bad. Splice, again, like, D. Splice isn't like a terrible movie or anything, but it's just the fuckable alien monster. I do not know who you are. I don't know who you are. I thought about making a puppet of Frank West at some point for fun. That'd be kind of, like, back in the Dead Rising days. I was watching a tutorial. The guy was very adamant that puppets are not toys, and it was very embarrassing. I was like, bro, why can't I go to a store and buy a puppet then? At like Toys R Us. Why can't I go do that? Riddle me this, Batman. Oh, okay, this is I'm Scared. I'm Scared is like a weirdly influential game, actually. Like all of that like fourth wall breaking horror stuff in indie games you see these days where it's like, oh, the game's reading your computer, bro. It's reading your like files. I'm Scared is the very first one to ever do that. It is invented that shit. So it's like, I don't think it is as influential as like, see, even though I don't like Clock Tower, obviously, like, Scissor Man is so influential that he's B tier. I'm gonna put the same thing with, like, I'm Scared. I don't like I'm Scared, but I'm Scared is very influential in its niche, so I'm gonna put it into C. What is that fucking thing? Yeah, now we're getting to, like, the true bottom of the barrel here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It is my cat. He is being a silly little man. Don't worry. No one's trying to break in and kill me, I don't think. Donnie Darko. Oh, yeah, I see Donnie Darko. I see, like, The Witches, the Roald Dahl movie. This is a movie called Dead Silence. So this one right here. This is Dead Silence. It's me. It's Bob. Is that... Okay, so is the guy next to the Donnie Darko bunny? Next to the rabbit? Is that Machine from fucking 8mm? The Nicolas Cage movie? I was traveling. You went like fucking 1,000 miles away from your house just to come to mine. We had Dead Silence. I'm gonna put a D. Like, no one really remembers Dead Silence. It's a pretty fun movie, though. Dead Silence is pretty fun. I don't think anyone remembers the puppeteer lady from Dead Silence. But, oh yeah, speaking of rapidly approaching location, I see that thing over here, too. But I do not know what that is. That looks like the Joker. I do not know what that is. Don't know. Don't know. Castlevania Dracula's gotta be A tier. Gotta be A tier. Machine is a traditional gimp mask. Okay. Okay, gotcha. That was Bye Bye Man? That's not the Bye Bye Man. That is not Bye Bye Man. That's not Bye Bye Man. I know the Bye Bye Man. I will know the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man when I see him. So that's a Graboid. Graboid's going B. I don't know if I would say, like, Tremors is iconic enough to go A, but definitely B. Like, Tremors is... It's one of the few good Western horror movies of the 90s. One of the only ones. It goes in B tier. Solid B. If House of a Thousand Corpses is B tier, Tremors is B tier. The Collector, he's C tier. Collector's right here. He's C tier. Collector's not bad, but I kind of put him in, like, a lot of the guys in C tier are the ones where it's like, I like them, but they're not iconic enough, and they're a little too niche. So, like, a good example would be, like, Pumpkinhead. Castlevania Dracula not S tier? I'm shocked. I like Castlevania Dracula. He's not S tier, come on. Like, if we're doing S tier Draculas, it's Lugosi. It's Orlok. Like, those are the S... It's novel Dracula. It's like, those are the S tier guys. Those are the top of the top. A tier, I'm gonna say Castlevania Dracula's A tier. Rock solid A tier, he's great. But, I don't know. I don't know if I can justify putting him S tier. I mean, I guess if any character can be put in S tier twice, it's fucking Count Dracula. But... fucking you have Uno edit of Symphony of the Night. Definitely upper A tier, definitely, but if I can only have like one version of character per tier list, which I think is like a fair requirement, there's no way Castlevania Dracula is higher than Bela Lugosi Dracula. No way. The Stuff! Definitely D tier, definitely D, but Stuff's pretty fun. Is that the fucking brain damage worm? What the fuck is The Stuff? It's basically the Blob, but it's sold as a snack food. It's really silly. This one, I recognize this fucking thing. I think it's brain damage. Is it brain? I'm gonna put that here. I think that's brain damage, but I'm not confident, so I'm gonna put that into I don't know. Don't know this asshole. Don't know this asshole. That is Local 58. That is the thing about Local 58, the web series, is that no one remembers. So if anyone remembers Local 58, there's a bunch of different videos. One of them is like a VHS style dash cam footage of approaching location, and the person approaches the location, and then they go in the opposite direction because they're approaching a monster. That's this thing. The thing about Local 58 is that I think it's like very influential for analog horror as a whole. I don't like analog horror, and I think if you're doing the Local 58, what's the iconic video from that? It's the mass suicide video. That's the iconic one from Local 58. Yeah, I'm gonna give it, because it really is the first analog horror, so I'm gonna give it at least a C tier for influence, but it's not even the most iconic of its own series. The mass suicide is, it's like the mass suicide is, that is the most iconic Local 58 video. The one where it's just like, in case of invasion, make sure no one is left alive. This message will play until no one is alive left to read it. No Lavender Town Syndrome. That is true. This is the monster from, it got outshadowed by things like the Mandela Catalog. Hot take, I don't like the Mandela Catalog. I really don't like it. I have my reasons, but I think it's just, as a whole, I don't like analog horror. This is the monster from The Ritual. D. Like, I don't know either if it's larger. That's true. Like, Mandela Catalog is insanely popular. The Ritual's, like, it's a pretty decent movie. It's fine, but I don't know if the big monster is, like, iconic enough. It's a cool design. Like, the big fucking, like... Yeah, The Ritual's overrated. It's like, I think it's a fine movie. It's fine. But I think it's, like, it's a cool monster design, but there's no way it's iconic enough to show up in anything above D tier. Donnie Darko Rabbit. Can I... Yeah, the Until Dawn killer, fucking what, Josh? Yeah, Josh from Until Dawn. He's going D tier. You know what? Fuck it. I already see him. Let's do it. Josh from Until Dawn is D tier. Like, come on. He's not even the villain of the game. Come on. He's not even the Wendigo. I think the image is really striking and iconic for the Donnie Darko guy. I think I'm going to put him B tier. I'm going to put the Donnie Darko Rabbit in B tier. I think that's fair. These are getting really hard. Yeah. This dude I cannot remember for the life of me, so I reckon that's a familiar mask, but don't know. That's not the Oldman Dracula, is it? Nah. No, that's not Oldman Dracula. I can't tell. I can't quite tell if that's Oldman Dracula or not. I don't think so. Last Voyage of the Demeter Drac. No, because I remember that one specifically was like primarily CG. Also, like that movie is kind of lame, so whatever. Hey, let's take like a fender bender. What the hell is that? Alright, duck, I don't know. Man, I don't know. Spooky from Spooky's House of Jump Scares, fucking. Spooky's fun, but I'm gonna put Spooky C tier. I think Spooky's House of Jump Scares is fun enough and enjoyable. Like, it's enjoyable enough as like a silly premise that's like, I'm gonna put it at least C. Like, I'm not gonna put Spooky in the same tier. No, actually, fuck, would I? Because I put, like, Mother Superior from the Suspiria remake, because who the fuck knows that character? Even though I think the Suspiria remake is a genuinely great movie. Wait, Yandere Dev? It was all fun and games until it's actually not a joke horror game. Where's Yandere Dev? Items my dog wish list are discounted. Out of here. That's just Aooni. No, this is Aooni. This is... No, that's Aooni. That's Aooni. That is a classic. Classic RPG Maker horror game. I do not know who that is. The Witches. I'm gonna put a D tier, because I don't really care for the movie The Witches. But the makeup job for that movie is legitimately excellent. So I'm gonna put that D. Is that the sheep from Color Out of Space, or is that the sheep from Black Sheep? That movie where people transform into zombie sheeps. Either way, I'm gonna put that on down. I don't know. Is this fucking Vecna from Stranger Things? Is that Vecna? I don't know. I can't tell. Don't know. Don't know. Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That's a hard one. I mean, he's got to be at least fucking B tier, right? Cabinet of Dr. Caligari's got to be at least B tier. Oh my god, we have so many. We have so many, holy shit. Is this fucking Carnival? Hell yeah, dude, Carnival. Fuck yeah. That's going C tier at least. Carnival, hell yeah. I don't know who that is. Krampus! Krampus is going C tier. I think Krampus is a lot of fun. Yeah, Spooky, you're going D tier. Nah, Spook, we'll leave it C. Final Judgment. That's a rabbit. Who is this blonde? Is that Willard? This motherfucker Willard? Okay, Conjuring. Conjuring is get off my fucking screen. Conjuring 2. Yeah, that's... I don't know if that's Willard or not. I haven't seen Willard, the movie, so it would have to go here anyway. But I think that might be Willard, which is a very strange pick. But whatever. The Crooked Man. The Crooked Man is like another of those RPG Maker horror things. I actually really liked The Crooked Man when I was like preteen, teenager. So I have a lot of nostalgia for this motherfucker. I'm gonna put him in B tier purely for nostalgia purpose. I remember really liking The Crooked Man when I was a kid. Mad Father from Mad Father. All I remember about, like, okay, now we're getting into some of the fucking weeds down here. I'm gonna put Mad Father and Chick from Ebe. I'm gonna put them in C tier. Because I do think I also have a lot of nostalgia for those, like, RPG Maker horror games. And you know what? They're fun. They're fun and enjoyable. I'm putting them in C tier. D tier is for anyone who I personally just do not... No, that's why it's like, you know what? Ichi, you gotta go C tier. Because at least Ichi's good. Do not know. Is that Misao? If that's Misao, I'd put them C tier as well, but I can't quite tell. Yeah, I have a lot of nostalgia for Eve when I was a kid, so like they gotta go at least C tier. If that's Misao, I would actually put them B tier, because Misao is like one of the stronger of those RPG Maker horror games. I'm gonna put them I don't know for now, but if that is Misao, that's going probably like high C at least. Do not know. Do not know. Do not know. Monster House is going D tier. Like, Monster House is fine. Do not know. Do not know. The whole house. Oh. Where do I put Wesker? Ooh. Because the thing about Wesker is that... Wesker is good once. He's a great villain once, and it's Resident Evil 5. He was never as good as any other time in Resident Evil 5. It's like, I can't justify putting Wesker S tier. I can't do it. That's all he needs. Like, can I justify putting Wesker in S tier? I don't know, man. Like, I love Wesker, but like, I think he's a fun character. Can I put him S tier? I don't think he's up there. I'm gonna put Wesker, you know, this might be a hot take. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I like Wesker. I don't think he's up there in like, I don't think he's an A tier. I don't think he's like as iconic or as like, as important. And he sure as shit ain't an S tier. I'm telling you, man. Like, if you're thinking of like Resident Evil villains, who is the true icon of Resident Evil villain, it's fucking Nemesis. Nemesis is S tier. Nemesis is top of the list. It's Nemesis. For Wesker, like, I don't know if I could justify putting him above B. I really don't know if I can. Umbrella. I can see Umbrella. Like, if there was the Umbrella logo, I would also put them into S tier. But in terms of like an individual entity, it's fucking Nemesis. He's number one with a bullet. Did Nemesis fight you in an active volcano? Nemesis got shot with a railgun and then lived and was only killed by a nuke. Also, technically speaking, Nemesis came way closer to killing a protagonist than Wesker ever did. Wesker never came as close as Nemesis. Like, if it wasn't for, like, the plot, or I still like William Birkin. Birkin, for me, would be, like, he'd probably be B tier alongside Wesker. Maybe A tier. But I was like, I don't know, in terms of, like, pure iconography, it's gotta be Nemesis, man. He's the guy. Alright, Tomie. You know what? I really like Tomie. I like Tomie. I cannot. I don't know. It's like, if I'm putting Wesker B, I gotta put Tomie B. As the Ito rep, I think Junji Ito is... no, she's from Tomie. It's not Uzumaki, but... I think Ito is kind of overrated, honestly. I think it's like we are sort of all... I think it's like a lot... I know Wes and I are definitely in agreement that Ito is like kind of overrated as a creator. But Tomie is probably one of his stronger works. At least B. At least B. I do not know who that is. I do not know who that is. I do not know who that is. Oh, Tetsuo the Iron Man. Tetsuo the Iron Man's B tier. Definitely B tier. Tetsuo the Iron Man is like fucking excellent body horror. I do not know who that is. Do not know. Wait, Eve? Is that Eve? Oh, it is Eve. Yeah, Tetsuo the Iron Man is fucking metal as shit. Okay, if that's Eve, Eve is going in B tier. Eve's definitely going B tier. Eve's awesome. Dude, Parasite Eve fucking rules. She's going B tier. Not quite enough to go A. I don't think like she's got that icon status to go A, but Parasite Eve's, yeah, the fucking goo queen when she recreates End of Evangelion. Don't know. Alright. Crypt Keeper. Is he A or S tier? Is the Crypt Keeper S tier? Ooh. Alright, so I'm just going to say right now, I think Crypt Keeper and Elvira, I'm going to put S tier. Both of them are going S tier. Crypt Keeper and Elvira are S tier. They gotta be, man. S tier, yeah. Like, they are the horror hosts. Like, there are fucking reps for horror hosts, man. That's, I know it's like kind of an outdated concept now, and it kind of got replaced by like, I guess like guys like fucking Wendigoon would be like the modern horror hosts, which kind of sucks in comparison, but what are you gonna do? I have no idea who that is. Is that Johnny the Homicidal Maniac? Is it? But I don't know. But I think that might be Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Oh, that's the ghost from the fucking Haunted Mansion at Disney? That's S tier. Haunted Mansion from Disneyland goes fucking S tier. Easy. I do not know who that is. Is that just the concept of death? I don't know. Okay, so Damien from The Omen. Oh. I mean, I don't... It's gotta be A tier, right? Like, I don't care for the Omen movies, but, like, the whole, like, the Antichrist as, like, a villain for a movie for the Omen? Yeah, blind turkey baster, man. He's going, like, fucking D tier. He's going D tier. Whatever. D tier. Is that David Bowie? Alright, so we're getting to the weeds here. We're really getting to the weeds here. I've heard of this movie. This is where it's a dude who's like slowly morphing into a clown, and like all the clown parts are like getting attached to his body. Like it's that one episode of Goosebumps. Haven't seen it, but you know. Carnival, I'm gonna put them fucking D tier, but Carnival's pretty cool. Do not know. Do not know. American Werewolf in London is A tier. A tier. A tier for American Werewolf in London. Do not know. Do not know. Do not know. B. Yeah, I'll put D tier for Motel Hell. It's a fine movie, you know. But I don't think it has like any of the icon status for me. It's like he only really shows up in the pig mask with the chainsaw at the very end. We're almost done, boys. We're almost made it. And it's gonna be alive. Do not know. 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 Where's medieval? Good question. Do not know. Do not know. Bubba Hotep. Bubba Hotep is going into fucking C tier. Bubba Hotep is such a fun movie. He's a mummy in a cowboy outfit who sucks people's souls out of their butts. Bubba Hotep rules. Is that Manhunt? Cannot tell. You are going and I do not know. Fucking Crypt TV. I recognize that one. Get off my fucking screen. I can't tell which that is. Can't tell. Wendy from Rule of Rose. Fuck. I gotta put C tier. There's no ways that she can go higher than C. I know, because like Wendy is like barely a character in Rule of Rose. Is missing the AI thing from System Shock. It really is missing Shodan. Like, there's actually a few that I'd say are missing from here. That are, like, kind of egregious misses. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, alright, we're almost done, boys. Because we're getting purely to the tier of I have no fucking clue. Did Ginger from Ginger Snaps show up? Not to my knowledge. Not to my recollection. Is that Papa June from fucking Hills Have Eyes? I don't know. Yo! Gabriel Malignant! Hell yeah! Okay, Malignant's going B tier. Malignant's going fucking B tier. Malignant fucking rules. Gabriel from Malignant goes fucking B tier. Don't know. Malignant fucking slaps. I don't give a shit. This is Professor Pericles from one of the modern Scooby-Doo cartoons. Pretty good show. Him being here instead of like any of the actual iconic Scooby-Doo characters is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, we're getting real obscure with some of these. Like, if we're doing Scooby-Doo villains, it's Captain Cutler, Space Kook, or the Creeper. Those are the three. You pick one of those. Those are the guys. Those are the iconic Scooby-Doo villains. Yeah, it's just a picture of a fucking deer. It's just a fucking deer. I'm gonna put him in C tier because I don't think like he's a bad character or anything. I just think it's like, of all the Scooby-Doo reps, you pick him? Really? This is the animatronic from Willy's Wonderland. That's a D tier. Willy's Wonderland's like a fine movie, but yeah, it's fun. It's Nicolas Cage is fun in it, but it's like it's nothing special. Happy Tree Friends. Honestly, just get off my fucking screen. Off my fucking screen. What a weird product. Yeah, Happy Tree Friends is like such a weird fucking product of that time period. This guy looks familiar, and I can't quite tell. Don't know. I watched it all the time. I remember watching it when I was like a little kid too, but I'm just like, what a weird product. Is that the main vampire from Daybreakers? They didn't have the pool demon from Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like, that would at least be more iconic than some of these guys. Yeah, where he just looks like he's fucking coated in gore. That is the bad guy from Corpse Bride. That is the evil, like, fiance from Corpse Bride. You're having a list of, like, horror characters, and you don't have the Corpse Bride herself? You have this asshole? He's D tier. Come on. Why is this guy here? You don't have the Corpse Bride from Corpse Bride. Like, she's not evil, but she is kind of the antagonist of that movie. Is that Alma from Fear? I'm gonna say fucking D tier. That is Gregory Horror Show, and Gregory Horror Show is also probably gonna go D tier. I have no idea. Is this the Wall Man? Is this the fucking bad guy from Outlast? Like the big ghost thing at the end? The Wall Rider, I think it's called? Not sure. Gregory Horror Show. Haven't played Gregory Horror Show. I actually don't know. Blackula! I haven't seen Blackula. I don't know, man. Maybe Blackula's fun. That's the Outlast dude? Okay, well that's the Outlast dude, honestly. I'm gonna put him in like fucking D. Don't know. Slitherman. Slither's a fun movie. I'll put D. Don't know. Oh, this is the dude from fucking Power Drill Massacre 2. Not Power Drill Massacre 2. Fuck. What is it? God damn it. Is it Power Drill Massacre 2? 1 second here. I'm doing research. Slumber Party Massacre 2. This motherfucker is ridiculous. He is a rockabilly dude who has a guitar that is also a power drill that he uses as his dick to kill women. This guy's fucking ridiculous. I gotta put him at least C tier. Slumber Party Massacre 2 is like pretty fucking funny. The Man Who Laughs. I think he's gotta go in B tier at least. Mostly because, like, this is what the Joker was based on. So this dude is the reason the Joker is a character. So he's gotta at least be B tier. He's not like Universal Monster tier, but he's at least B. Don't know. So he's F tier. Come on, it's the Joker. I'm the Joker, baby. Pee-pee. Ooh, fuck. I actually don't know who this is. This is so familiar. The Joker ruins Batman, not gonna lie. No, come on, dude. Jack Nicholson? Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Come on. Jack Nicholson rules. Come on. I actually, like, this is frustrating. Like, is that Peeping Tom? Don't know. Is that Dracula 1978? The fucking, is that Dracula 78? Whatever. Honestly, there's only, like, alright, so let's just get, these out of the way that I don't know. Let's get all the ones I don't know out of the way, so we can get to the 3 that I recognize. Is that Grave Encounters? I think it might be Grave Encounters, but I'm honestly not confident. So these are the last 3 I recognize. Okay, so let's just get the big one out of the way. Judge Holden from Blood Meridian. He... I'm gonna say he is a begrudging A tier. Because I think Blood Meridian's gotten, like, kind of overhyped. And it's gotten, like... In the last few years, like, people have been, like, really hyping it up. And, like, I think it's, like... There is a reason why it is, like, a very classic piece of literature now. And it's, like, very highly regarded. And I think Holden's, like, a great character. In fact, you could actually make the argument he's the only character in the book worth talking about. But, I don't know. But, yeah, it's like, I think it's like, I will begrudgingly have to put him in A tier. Great character, great villain. I don't know, like, he ain't the level S tier. Hot take. Longlegs is the epitome of a love it or hate it. I know a lot of guys hate it. I think, Longlegs is a lot of fun. I'm gonna put Longlegs solid B tier. Solid B. I like Longlegs a lot. I don't give a shit. I'm putting him B tier. And we got Johnny! Finally, where do we put Johnny from In a Violent Nature? You know, he's just a Jason Voorhees knockoff, but he is a Jason Voorhees knockoff who ripped a woman's head through her stomach by making her go in Downward Dog. So you know what? He's going in B tier. He'll go, let's put him in C, actually. I like Johnny, I like In a Violent Nature, it's not for everyone, but he's got some creative kills, he's a big fun Jason man. We'll put him C tier. And that's it. I'm surprised there wasn't James Gordon Jr. on the list. I will say, if there was going to be one Batman rep, I think it should have been the Scarecrow. Like, I'm surprised the Scarecrow wasn't here. But yeah, let's save this. Let's save this absolute... I'll save this later, actually. But yeah. I will post this in an Imgur link in the description. I'll post this in the Discord, but this is my loose tier list of horror characters. I will admit there's a lot of them that's like, this is just like, as you can see, like, this is just pure ignorance on my part for a lot of these guys. I think I ranked more than I didn't, though. So, yeah, thank you all for coming out. Oh, I think that'll do it for tonight. There we go. That is the end of the Slop stream. My definitive, not at all definitive list. Thanks for coming out, and I'll see you all later with hopefully something of actual gameplay.